Just have whatever.
Are we live? Yes, we're live.
Yep.
Alright guys, what's up? Start kar diya Khush Kaushik. Hey everybody. Hey guys, this is Varun, Super Johnny John, and Malav Pope, but you guys know him, he's Rex Streams, and it's me. I know you haven't seen my face in a while, but it's me. What's up? What's up? What's up guys? How you doing? Johnny? Malav?
Yeah, I'm pretty
How you guys
good.
doing?
I mean, I was just like, I'm sorry, I was just turning on your stream as well.
No, it's okay.
so
It's
I
just
can
I
read the
have
chat.
trauma from continuous tech issues on my streams. I think chat knows what I'm talking about.
What?
God.
What?
Hello,
Right,
hello,
no!
mic check.
Oh my
Hello.
God.
See,
Nice,
Johnny,
nice.
can you hear us? See, is headset working?
Chat, see, these guys are trolling me for you. Literally. Anyways, how are you guys? What's up?
Oh shit.
Good.
I have a habit of moving my camera and like not moving it entirely, but just like kicking it out of position. So just please forgive me.
It's okay. Johnny looks like Cyborg right now. Wait, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I look pretty bad.
It's
Don't worry,
that's just obviously
Cyborg Johnny is awesome as well.
Anyway, so guys, as you can see, it's a completely fresh sheet because even free agents, like almost like all. Wait, actually, I'll go to the old sheet so we can see. Almost all these players got picked up. Bad Love is. We'll talk about it. MW1 is picked up. Solo is not joining. Buster is somewhere. Pasha Shahil, I have no idea. But wait, he's in Kuchbi, right?
He's on OS now. Outside. We'll talk about
Okay, we will
OS a
get to
little bit
Pasha
later.
Sahil too. Ditto,
Yeah.
I have no idea. I think
I think he quit playing competitively. I think he quit playing.
Glyph
I think so.
was
There
in
are
ROG
ROG
Academy,
Academy
but I've
slash
heard that
Valor.
he might not. Yeah, exactly. Might not be in
Yeah.
ROG Academy anymore. Jay and Bondef were in Reckoning. No, Bondef was in Kuchbi.
Jane's in
But yeah.
Reckoning, Bond of Kuchbi.
Most of these people are in rosters now, which is why we're gonna remake the whole thing. And we'll start off with something simple. So Team Samurai, I guess, slash EXO. I mean, that's the first thing to talk about, but Ghost in and SFX out. So the whole
Is
like go Samurai to EXO. Before we get to the player, right?
Yeah.
What like tell me a bit more about this, because you guys know about EXO. They're TO, but now
Yep.
they have a team. So how does that work? Like Johnny, like you have experience with that, right? What do you think? How does
I
that
mean, it's going to be quite tricky because, like, technically, TOs, I mean, they are supposed to be organizing tournaments and not own teams. But, I mean, they can if, I don't know how this works out. So you say I have experience, but not with this particular scenario because Nordwin hasn't had, like, a team
work? No,
thing
I know, but I mean like
anytime. Not even this, like, they haven't had a team ever, period.
Yeah, but like VLT, I think even SA2 at
Yeah.
some point they organize scrims, right? And
Yeah,
then
they organize scrims of different, and scrims are supposed to be like practice runs, so you can have practice runs being organized. Like GSR is Galaxy Races, they're organizing like Free Fire practice runs where their team is also going to play, but it's just a practice match with like $30,000 on the line. Like the players have been playing tournaments worth lakhs, so at this point they're like, all right, it's just like chilling.
But then yeah, like Team Mahi Community Cups, like those happened. Like
Yeah.
they did
Yeah.
one or two of those. So like that, like by that logic, they should also become like a TO. But I'm obviously guessing there is obviously like some sort of I don't know, like a line somewhere that your prize pool doesn't have to be above a certain amount. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm guessing there's something in the
but
lines about
with
that.
EXO, it's like it's not even the same org though, right? Like I noticed esports EXO is the TO, and then
Yeah.
Team
Yeah.
EXO is
An
the
EXO
team.
team, yeah.
So
yeah.
Yeah, so
guess they're separate
that can be
entities.
the thing. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. But they're also hiring the entire org of SE is what I heard. So they get the
Yeah.
whole team staff with it, I guess.
Makes sense if you want to separate both the entities. Like that's the most ideal option, especially if you are sort of taking in the entire
Yeah.
player base. Just might as well get the management in as well, who have been working with those players. Makes life easier for you all. Like at this point, I guess EXO is going to be doing is like giving them their name.
Yeah, makes sense. Just acquiring and then rebranding.
Yeah.
This happened with like in League. It happened recently with Misfits. They
BDS?
became Mad Lions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
No, sorry, not Misfits. Splice. Splice became Mad Lions, and then they did the exact same thing. They were also a TO. So it's interesting, but you know what? I think the main part is Ghost because that's what actually affects the game. So I heard on Sai's stream, I think, that he's shifting to the Sentinel slash whatever
Yeah.
the hell's else they play role. So Ghost will be op on Jet.
Yeah,
So
Ghost is
like,
Jet up.
yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, so Ghost Jet up,
Ooh.
great decision, I think, definitely.
Yeah,
For him to, we've seen how good he's been on
I can't
Enigma.
imagine him playing something else.
Yeah, definitely. I think we saw him in Reign a little bit here and there. I think he was playing that agent a little
Played
bit. I'm not too
Sage for
sure.
Enigma. I remember that. Like
Yeah,
no
and when
duelist
Enigma
thing.
were
Yeah.
like, yeah, when Enigma had a phase where they wanted to drop the Jet, they were trying out, yeah, him on stage. So interesting to see him on Jet. Like, obviously makes sense for him to Jet. Big change for Sai to hop off the central role,
Yeah.
but I guess that's something that becomes good because is he still IGLing or is Wimp IGL? Like, that's one question that I still don't
I
have the
don't
answer
think they're
to.
gonna have a set IGL, but I assume he's the primary
Yeah,
IGL.
yeah. So and like that's not a bad system either, right? To not have a set IGL because like
Yeah.
with so many abilities and stuff, it becomes so much easier when like everyone on the team is a voice and everyone can have their own set of opinions and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
maybe.
chats is Wimp. Yeah,
Yeah, but to what Malav said, I mean, to a certain extent, that works if everyone has a voice, but you have to draw the lines pretty clearly as to exactly who's going to be doing what. Like, so for example, in CS, there would be teams where they would have IGLs dedicated to particular map. Like, not every single time, but they would have a one
Ah.
particular guy who did that one map so good that he
yeah,
would just by default be the IGL for that map, and other people would do like the normal IGL would do all the other maps. So maybe stuff like that can work out, and especially with like a person like Sai on the team who has sort of been to the top of an esports scene for a long time. I mean, he should be able to help this roster out with experience. But Ghost is like a really poppy player. I remember seeing his
Yeah.
performance during the VCC. He's like a big threat to anyone who comes against him.
Yeah, he's just like the 17-year-old prodigy kid that every region
Yeah,
has, right? He's literally that. I think his competition is like Sami and Strix. That's all.
yeah.
So
yeah.
Ghost, Sami, Strix, like the youngest players in the region who've actually played in like top 5 teams. So I guess like the change is really good for them, but I really like the idea. I wish more teams would do that. I didn't know that was the thing in CS:GO, where like you have different IGLs for different
Wait,
maps.
is when I say poppy, I mean someone who pops off really hard. By the way,
The chat's killing you for that. I saw
yeah.
that. Yeah,
Wait,
I
what
saw
did they
that.
think? What possible?
Like Ghost is his pet name, or like what many people in a
Wait,
competitive scenario
really?
call him is Poppy. Yeah, if you didn't know that, yeah.
I did not know that.
So, yeah, that's what that's what the joke is, and that's where you're gonna get.
Alright.
That's what chat is
God,
playing around with you.
first day go somewhere and this happens. Why?
No, you taught me
Uh,
something. I didn't know Ghost was called Poppy. So this is
Me
great
Yeah.
neither.
TL.
yeah. So I think that is
Harsh
funny.
also
Man.
19 years old. Oh, Ayan also. Sorry, I forgot Ayan Q. But Harsh
Ayan
is
left.
missing. And no, Ayan,
Oh, okay.
I'll put a rumor in here for Ayan. I'm not gonna type in the team right now, but I will tell you guys. I know where he is. I just don't think
Where?
I'm allowed to say.
Oh,
Like I'll
I
text
think I
it to you
saw him.
guys.
I think I saw him competing in the Flipkart tournament for TEC. I think.
Ah, did that happen?
Yeah, yeah. I
Okay,
think he was on the
then
team. Yeah.
yeah.
So if wait, John, if you remember the
yeah.
ex D9 CS:GO roster with like,
Yeah, District 9, yeah.
yeah, yes. That wait, who was on that? With Vibur, there were these other players.
Vibhor,
Betray, Get Right.
Knight, Betray, yeah.
Yeah. So Betray
Knight
and Get Right.
Rider,
I think yeah. So with Betray and Get Right, since they switched to Valo, think I saw Ayan, Betray, Get Right, Rio, and a fifth. I think
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
what they were
called
playing
something. I
with.
remember the team name. It was like
Something with
Galaxy.
C?
Wait,
No, okay, wait.
I
Let
have
me.
it written.
Wait. I'll find this. I'll find
Okay.
this from the TEC channel,
So I
and I'll
heard
get back to you
rumors about
guys.
ROG Academy. I heard rumors about him going back to SC as that Viper Ion Q as the sixth. And I also saw him play in that tournament, but I also heard that that team no longer exists. Because BCC bracket has come out, if I'm not mistaken, and that team is not there, and ROG Academy is there. So I'm a bit confused about what is going on there. But I don't know. Ian is in a team. That much I know that he's playing VCC. Just not sure which team. Maybe he's in chat and he'll tell us.
hopefully.
Gen X. Yeah, perfect.
Gen X Esports. Yes,
Chat-
that's
chat
what I was
company.
talking about. Yeah. So wait, let me find the exact. They played T69 in the quarterfinals, and that's where they lost. So big, like it's not like they played poorly or anything either.
Uh-huh. Actually, so this just reminds me, random segue. But what the hell happened to Kuzuri?
I saw him play today against True Rippers Esports. Wait, I'll find that match to you as well. But the Gen X Esports roster, which was with Ion, was Rio, Clouda, Ion. So that's like a reckoning comeback
Oh
type.
yeah.
If
Now I
you
remember these guys. Yeah.
yeah,
This
and then it's
so
like Dragon Slayer and Betray added to the two, and
all
that's
right.
how they
So
played.
wait. So they just like revamped the Reckoning roster that played Agni like last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's not
Basic.
under the Reckoning brand anymore. The
It's
Reckoning
a
brand
new
is
team.
different.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what was the roster was.
I mean that roster had like
And
a pretty good synergy, and if you add Betray to the mix, it's gonna be interesting. It's
yeah,
gonna be
and
fun.
Get Right is Dragon Slayer. Like that's what he renamed himself
Yeah.
to. I think if that if
So,
what people have told
uh,
me is correct.
I
So yeah.
remember watching Get Right. No, I'm not sure if it was Get. I remember watching Betray in ROG tryouts,
Uh-huh.
and he seemed like a very interesting player. Like I think he has good game sense, but
Yeah.
he's not like a fragger, right? He's more of a reader.
Uh
Like that's what I
I
got
think so.
from
He was an
him.
Astra, I think. He was an
Yeah, so I
Astra, I
saw
think.
him play
Yeah.
Omen and Astra, if I remember, and the Astra came in later. And when I was doing ROG Academy picks, for me, at that time Astra was just broken, So it was like if you
Uh-huh.
didn't play Astra, it's kind of pointless. But I
Yeah.
remember him picking up Astra one game, and his timings were like on point, and I was surprised because I thought this was just like a CS:GO player coming in and trying to make something happen in Valo. But it seemed like he was already sort of comfortable in Valo, like a little bit.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they've been grinding for the better part of the year.
Yeah.
Not sure. And what Bones said in chat, yes, that's the Kuzuri roster. BB1, Kuzuri, Hellar, Melody, Immutable. If you remember BB1,
Oh,
he was on QQQ with
but
Bones
this
and the
is
rest of
not like
them.
an org roster, right?
I don't think so. They're playing Banner of
Yeah.
Team Simple. If you remember, Simple was in which TC tournament were they in? I think Gauntlet.
They
I
were
think
in
they made
Gauntlet,
it.
yeah. They were in
Yeah,
Inazuma's,
yeah,
the
yeah.
technically harder group or simpler group, I guess. B was death, and
So
then A was
yeah,
simpler.
so Kuzuri we know where he's from. Hellar was on the Simple roster. I don't
I
know how
remember
many of you
Hellas
guys
from the thing
remember.
too.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how many of you guys remember Melody, but Melody was
Oh.
on was Kuzuri's old teammate during ANF. If you remember the first variation of ANF when they played against at that time what was Vertigo and
Vaguely.
took them 13-12 on bind during AMD
Oh,
Valorant
like
Cup, which was like
July
one of the
last year?
first. Yeah, yeah. Like that was one of the first
Jesus
tournaments that we
Christ.
saw
Yeah.
coming out in
Yeah.
Indian Valorant. It's them, and the last guy is Immutable. Have you guys heard about Immutable?
I saw him ROG
Uh,
Academy, I think, but not in
no.
Yeah,
general.
so so he's a really cracked Jet player.
Yeah.
Like he's like the kind of you should see one of his montages on his YouTube channel. Like insane. Like it's the same name, so you should check that out. But he's like kind of like that Korean Jet player that you want on your team. So he's cracked on Jet,
Okay.
and he was recently playing for Team Punished or like D2D at that time, which is with these guys. Webby God, Kawai,
Yeah. Webby,
Oh yeah.
okay, I'm gonna put Webby,
Jojo.
because if I remember, like, yeah, Webby, Jojo, all of these guys
Yeah,
are in their own, like, just team,
yeah.
like, like how, what was the tryouts? There you go. Wimp tryouts with, like, Ghost and stuff. So they're in that team, and I think they are the next tryouts. Like, they're really good. I
Yeah.
really like Jojo and Webby, especially. But
So it was yeah.
coming back though to SA12, because SA12 equals views. I want to ask you, John, like how does it like if you don't know, Kuzuri's been in the SA12 boot camp.
Yeah.
So how does that work for SA12? Like why do you think they've kept to him for so long, but they don't have a roster? Because VCC qualifiers 2 registrations are over, brackets are out, and there's no SA12. So why keep
I mean,
a Valo player?
so the thing that I know about Thug is he doesn't make a decision without like getting every single piece of information about like what he's
Yeah.
getting himself into. So maybe just getting someone who knows about the scene and knows about what Valorant like is going to be about might just be the thing that helps him pick a roster.
Uh-huh.
That's going to be my best guess. Just like get a lot of info, get someone who is aware about what's happening, and just make the best decisions possible.
Are you hinting at someone, Johnny?
I don't
Sid
know.
Joshi, maybe Sid Joshi.
Oh, like
That's
as
what the
but
rumors
isn't he
have
consulting for
Yeah,
been.
SE like now XO?
that's just rumored, man. And even like
Yeah.
I love Sid like to the death. He is such an amazing person. Like his Instagram stories are so fun to see these days.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I need to put this in Sid Joshi in.
Oh
Maybe.
yeah,
I'm not.
No, I'm just gonna put this as a rumor. Like it's a straight up a rumor.
Yeah.
Because I do know he is consulting for
yeah.
क्या बोलते हैं
Oh, he's joining
Valorant
IND
rosters.
apparently.
He's going to what?
IND,
Wait,
Insidious.
dude,
That's
So he's
you
joining
can't be
Insidious.
sure with that. You can't be sure
yeah.
about
I
where
really
he's
can't.
going.
Like his
Yeah.
like so if you guys have seen his Instagram handle, it's
Yep.
C9TL like Cloud9 and Team
No,
Liquid.
no.
So he's
Apart
been.
from that, like, look at his stories, and he's
I
like,
saw them
"Do I,
yesterday.
yeah,
Yeah.
do you guys want a hint or as an or something else?"
And then he
And
put
like,
GE hint also,
like,
right?
yeah, GE in the next thing. I was like,
Yeah. He's
"Damn,
just
this man
waiting
is
hard.
awesome."
He's just waiting hard. But let's see how it works.
Yeah.
So
But
I would assume he just stays at EXO as their consultant because that's not his
Mhm.
main thing. Like he was with SE while he was with TSM, right? And
Mhm.
so I assume that wherever he goes next, he maintains that consultant part, but like the PUBG Mobile, BGMI, manager of a roster. I don't know which game he's gonna manage. I assume it's BGMI because it's the most
Oh, he
popular
already
game.
joined
Maybe.
IND apparently.
Wait, what?
He has
Really?
joined IND.
Yeah. Let me check.
Checked. I'm gonna put it in the rumors only. IND plus
Uh,
EXO. I'm gonna put because one someone in the chat also mentioned he has EXO in his bio, and I noticed that too. He has at Team EXO in his bio. So let's see. It will be revealed on 1st August. Okay. So people
I just
say,
think like
yeah, go on.
I don't know. I think he's just baiting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why I think EXO is confirmed more or less. BGMI is question mark because even the whole क्या बोलते हैं, TSM roster is unannounced, right? From BGMI.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not
Johnny,
announced
do you
yet.
know where they're going? I heard Godlike. Is that in
I heard
any
Godlike as well.
Wait,
Yeah.
who? I
the
missed that.
TSM BGMI roster?
TSM IND. Yeah, them.
Like highest probability is going to be godlike. That's what people have been saying, but I don't think there has been a confirmed sort of news that has happened. But I mean, they have S Power joining them. He won't be able to. I believe he's too young to play tournaments, but he is like a god player at this point. So
Oh, that's the
just gonna
14-year
wait
old
with
kid you were
him.
telling me about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's 15 now, but like he can destroy people, man. That kid is insane.
Oh, interesting. Well, like they
Yeah.
have something for the future, right?
But honestly,
Yeah.
like
TGIS.
the whole thing with this like TSM entity roster is like I don't know, I don't mind like them not having announced where they're going like as of right now because there's rumors that Cloud9 are coming into India, Fnatic are coming to
But
India,
for BGMI,
Liquid are
right?
coming. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
So there's definitely going to be mobile phone games. So
so here's the thing. I mean, last year
yeah,
before TSM actually came in, there were rumors like back then as well. There were rumors like, oh, TL is going to come in. At one point, G2 was supposed to come into India, but
yeah,
like we know, like it was just two orgs that came: Vitality and TSM and Fnatic, obviously. I mean, but now it's just like Vitality that's left. TSM is like they've moved on to Free Fire. Fnatic, they have a base set up, but I believe they're going to wait and see what's going to
yeah,
happen.
That's really interesting because it makes sense if you hire mobile rosters because technically the best talent base for mobile players is India, right?
hmm
Yeah.
Especially with Valo Mobile coming, like I guess the
Ooh, not just that, dude. Apex Move will also coming.
ah.
yeah.
Is it,
Even
so I heard
Wild
Apex
Rift.
Mobile is not good for low rate devices. Is that true?
I mean,
Yeah, there's
even PUBG is the same. Like you need to have at least a decent phone to be able to play PUBG mobile properly. Sorry, Battlegrounds Mobile India. But I mean, that's the thing. Like you need at least an 865 or a 855
Snapdragon.
plus in
Yeah,
your phone, yeah, to be able to play that game properly. But here's the thing. I mean, people are still gonna like try and see if they can make it work. So that's the thing. Like even Battlegrounds Mobile India, Apex Legends, Valo, I'm pretty sure is gonna like fry your phone at one point. It's gonna make it so hot. So having a good
Yeah.
phone is gonna be a priority. Like same thing for PC, man. Can't play Valo on a laptop. I
No,
mean, you
but
can,
Valo
but like,
does have Wild Rift tech to back it up, and Wild Rift is very low rate. Like you can play it on the shittiest of shittiest ones. Yeah, chat. That's what I'm saying. Wild Rift is also coming, but like,
I don't think so. I
yeah,
mean, the more a game demands, like in the sense as to what is happening, FPS games are always going to be more demanding than
that's true.
MOBAs. Like we've had
Yeah.
like Mobile Legends and all those MOBAs for a long time, but still, man, the moment Battlegrounds Mobile India comes in or Call of Duty Mobile, even Call of Duty like makes like it needs decent phones to run. Like, and I would say that is one of the most optimized and good game at the same time on mobile phones, because like I do not like the fact that Free Fire doesn't have gyro in it, and I'm so used to that thing.
Uh-huh.
But that's the thing. I mean, we'll have to see what Apex and Valve are going to be able to do. Although,
I
I mean,
assume
it's the
Valo
mobile
will have
market, it's
gyro.
India, they're going to blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I assume Valo has gyro only because from what I've heard about like the Valo potential battle royale game itself, they're trying to develop a mobile first and then bring it to PC. So maybe like they already have gyro software ready is what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I don't know, because it would be weird for Valo to not have gyro. It's too hard to play. You have abilities. How will you move? How will you shoot without gyro? Like you just die. Like you have to like use four fingers on both hands or something.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Because
I mean,
even Wild Rift is hard
you
as
you
hell.
can't play Valo on mobile on thumbs, definitely.
Yeah, it'll be bad. What bat? Oh, guys, if you look up Valo Battle Royale chat, you'll find references. There's rumors all over Reddit. It's where I read it on Valo Reddit. But
Can I promote my show?
yeah, go for it.
Yeah, watch Esports 360 on MTV
Yes,
or
I
Norman's
also
YouTube.
and World
I
of
mean, so
Esports.
yeah, and World of Esports as well. Yeah, watch World of Esports a little bit more, I guess. But
I get
as I was
biased.
saying, I mean, so there's this guy on Reddit like Valor Leaks, right? And Twitter as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
He keeps on putting out
Mike.
like every single piece of code that he gets.
Yeah. So
Mike.
yeah, and he's now starting to get invited to Valo events itself. So I assume they're
Yeah.
just directly feeding him info.
लाइव पे जाके दे रहा है ये मिला मेरे को.
Dude, he has like 300k subs on YT or something now.
Valo
He's
leaks?
popping
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's been popping off for like 5 months. What do you mean? He started
Yeah.
popping off
Yeah,
in like
definitely.
January, I think, when he
Yeah.
it was like right before Astra was coming or Yoru. No, right before Yoru was coming. I think he made
Yeah.
like a big leak happen. Then it just
Definitely.
popped the hell off. But you know what? Let's go back to roster changes. We went on a completely different tangent. I think we did SE and we talked about. Oh, we didn't. So we didn't talk about EG. So the whole thing with like now Ghost leaving, the assumption is Raw Fuel fills it in, right? But we haven't like I've seen Buster play, right? Like, so I'm not really sure. Like, how do you think that works? Like, especially now with KO coming in, do you think it's like a good time for former CSGO players to like just jump in and pick up KO? And like try to get into big rosters? Because KO, like the whole lineup flash thing, that's not something Valo players will know. That's something CSGO players know how to do by default, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's like just handing a free flash to a CS player and then just, I mean, it is, as you said, it is going to be intuitive, but still, I mean, game के काफी सारे ऐसे aspects हैं जिसपे time लगेगा. So I would say like
Yeah.
it's a good agent for them to start with, but like as we know, it's not going to be free. You're going to have to play other things, learn the basics of the game
Yeah.
that way, and then just like get it. You can try and make a comp around him, and I feel it is going to be pretty impressive if we start seeing him in action. I mean, we got to see KO in like the Nepal qualifiers, right?
Yes, Gaddafi played
Yeah.
it.
Gaddafi, yeah.
I actually talked to him today. I can't tell chat, but Johnny knows what, and I think
Yeah.
Olive can guess. But
Yeah.
we got to talk to him, and he'll come out soon. But he, just the gist of what like most of the pro players we got to talk to are saying is that, oh wait, I'll finish this and I'll mention why I laugh. But is they're saying that they expect KO to dominate meta, but internationally like KO is very selective. So we'll get to that in a second. But this this I have to write. And I think a lot of you guys know this. I think maybe I heard someone in my chat say Sentinel said this on stream, but VLT T-Bone coach like
Oh yeah. ये 5 minute पहले जा चुका है. Like someone asked, what do you think this move will do?
oh,
S tier move.
S tier
move.
man. Like I'm telling
S
you,
plus, man.
It's support staff, right? And T-Bone is just like the best motivation there is. I assume that's what like they're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, dude.
But since we're
I
at
mean,
VLT, and
oof.
EG is just like it's raw fuel, like it should be raw fuel. That's the expectation. But like Deathmaker not playing for Godlike, okay, which makes me way more sure that like there's no reason to not play DM in Godlike. He's DM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And not only that, it's with Flex moving on to Jet or moving
yes,
back to Jet or
yeah,
like
moving back is so
hinting.
good for him though.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how they can, like, obviously they want Flex on it, and Flex has already been starting. He opted a little bit against F1, like they just lost. I was watching that series here and there. So yeah, interesting to see how it works out. Uh, Meath says DM is on leave. It's honestly very weird for DM to be leaving in the middle of one
BCC,
VCC second qualifier
Yeah.
and two in the middle of Gauntlet playoffs. Very weird.
yeah,
Especially when he's one
Gauntlet
of the best
playoffs too.
performing players. Yeah. Especially when he's one of the best players in, like, not only in the country, but definitely one of the best players in the team. And also, like Cronton on stream multiple times mentioned that there has been interest in DM by the teams, and DM was kind of interested to leave. So yeah, that's definitely one reason. Yeah,
But it's kind of heartbreaking because I feel like the godlike roster could have actually
Oh
been
my
really
god,
good
yeah.
had they like been together a long time. Like Hevan, DM, and Anti on the same team. Like a lot of star players from the old CS days. Just like almost any major roster right now, you take Godlike, you take Velocity, you take Enigma. Like all these are like the who's who of Counter Strike scene, and it could have been like the same with Godlike, but now it sort of becomes like who do you bring in? Because like in the sense when you are replacing an athlete on your team, you have to replace him with someone of a similar caliber. You can't just build that. You need a start, you need a base starting point as well. If you're going to replace him with someone that is not as or more capable,
Yeah.
you need like a base point. Like, all right, this is as low as we are going to go. Like, who can you replace DM with? That's a
The
big
thing is, they
question, dude.
already have a
yeah,
replacement. Flex is 100% as good as DM. Like, for me,
hmm,
without
Yeah.
a doubt. The only issue for me with Flex right now is going to be he's been pushed onto different roles where he's clearly not comfortable for so long. Does he even, like, have the confidence to go back to his main role? Because when Flex was jet opping, and Godlike picked him up, I thought the entire idea was so that DM could become an entry fragger. But that never
Exactly.
happened.
yeah. That obviously makes sense given the fact like Deathmaker has. I think who said it? I think Marzel said it on his stream
Uh huh.
that DM doesn't feel 100% comfortable opping in Valo. So it obviously meant to like take him, put him on Reyna, put him on Phoenix, put him on Raze
Yeah.
on other rules where he can just go in and hard frag and give like something he's already been used to doing, like give him the jet op. Like that was he was doing on Tamilas, if I'm not wrong. Like when he was
Yeah,
on
he was
the
hard
old
jet up.
team.
He would even raise up. Like he played
Yeah.
a good raise, but he
Yeah.
would raise up.
Yeah.
Like let's
So
see. They have a replacement, and it sucks because like as Johnny said, it's not just this roster, right? Like this first it was Far, then it was Far minus SMX, then it was DM plus Hevan, then it was DM Hevan Anti. There's been so many. No, before Anti there was Flex. Then there was Rexy, then there was Anti, and there's been so many like upgrades to the roster, but they never work out. This is
yeah,
actually
so this has
like
been sad.
potentially
No stability. I mean, the
yeah.
roster doesn't have enough time together for them to be able to accomplish anything. That's the thing.
Honestly though, like now that I think about it in perspective, like thank you God, like without this, the show would not have existed probably. So I guess thank you. No, I'm kidding. But like okay, so since we started with DM this entire thing, right?
Yeah.
So VLT DM the whole thing. I'm really curious how it will work out for them because I don't know like the reason everyone was, even me, was surprised about MW1 was that he's on his streams always said that like his family and him together
Yeah.
prioritize his career first, and he doesn't view esports as his career, but he's playing VCC, and they won VCC. So the assumption should be that he'll play at least APAC. So if
Yeah.
DM is coming, is he just not playing VCC? Like that's kind of huge, no? Like a DM player kind of player not playing VCC.
I mean, honestly, I think they would like have him in something like what they have Marzil doing currently, like just observe, sit in the coach slot if they can allow him to do so. Have him observe as much of the VLT system as he
Mm-hmm.
can till the time they can get him in a position to play, which is going to be. Is there like roster locks for this thing? I'm not too sure as
Yeah,
to
yeah,
how the
VCC roster
roster.
locks are done
Yeah.
because
Yeah, so probably
brackets are
if
out.
that went through, yes, if that went through and they couldn't have him in the team in enough time, so yeah, like they could
Mm-hmm.
definitely have him just observe the system and see how they could slot him in and how what he's supposed to do. Just make jobs easier for Amatrasu, like as the IGL, the rest of the team, and obviously DM himself.
Yeah, like chat is saying Godlike and SC have the most unstable rosters. I disagree because Godlike keep changing the core of the roster. SC have the same
Yeah.
core, you know, like Noble, XTZ, whatever is the same core. It's like Sai. Okay, Harsh, Rexy days are gone from Noble, I guess.
Yeah,
But like Sai has always been the face of the team, like the leader of the team, kind of. And this Wimp and Blackhawk core is what really XTZ was all about, and they stayed together for a while. And then the only change they made is in their fifth that they've also mentioned. They just struggled to find a proper fifth. So let's see. I think SC is one of the more like stabler rosters right now.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, they have been together a long time, and plus, I
Yeah.
mean, the AC roster, it's always gonna be, I mean, uh, around Sai himself, because I mean, he is someone who can sort of is going to play every single game, and that is
Yeah.
sort of a really key ability to have in a person like Sai. And it's going to be like, even though they will have small little changes here and there, but I believe the adaptability is always going to come down to you have to fit to the roster, not the other way around.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, with SE, I think the bigger problem that they faced was the change of the IGL. Like they, I think, went through many systems where they couldn't like decide if Sai would 100% become the IGL because
Yeah.
you have him on Jet or like you wanted Wimp on IGL. And I think role changes like having we saw Wimp go from Sentinel, Sova. I think he's played every second role there is to play. He played Reyna on Split in the middle. So so yeah, I mean, this just I think that was one of the bigger problems for them, like not having stability in terms of the agent comps and what they could play, not having. I don't think having like a unstable five was a problem for them.
Yeah. Definitely. Like the
Wait.
system kept changing.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
saying, Johnny?
No, I was just saying someone just said we are turning pink in turns.
Oh
yeah. I think the
shit.
camera there's some problem with like these things.
Ninja is a bitch,
Uh,
guys. I swear by next time I'll get. So the thing is, even if I try to get a Discord overlay ready, I'm not sure how it would work because Discord is horizontal and I keep it vertical. Maybe I put us on top. I don't know. You know what, chat? If you guys have good design ideas for Discord overlays for Excel sheet shows, because this is what the theme genre of this is now, Excel sheet shows. Let me know. But yeah, I was saying ki, like with the whole DM thing. So if DM is assumed to come in, right? How long does
Yeah.
Marcel just chill in BLT?
See,
uh, you
wait,
go.
can I go first? Because like
Yes,
Yeah,
I
sir.
have a
please.
question. Like you've had Marcel for so long. I mean, I understand he's learning the game, and we know Marcel. He's a perfectionist, right? He is gonna
Yes.
want to be like one of the best once, like when he steps into a competitive game, and like DM Marcel Ace
But
MW1
who do you even
is
draw?
is
Leave
is it like a
MW1.
yeah, like what? It's a squad of gods at this point. It's like the Greek fucking what was that thing?
The Olympus 12?
Olympus,
Yeah,
Percy Jackson.
they had a word for
Victory.
it, right? Something that started with P. I've forgotten it, but it's that basically.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but like, no, none of them are going to be happy as a sixth, right?
Yeah,
Chat is saying Vibor is a sixth, but I think Malav also knows about this. That I think before old Vibor was not necessarily eager to play competitive. I think the current Vibor
Yeah.
is very eager to play competitive. So
Honestly, it's not about like we can remove everyone on the team. Like let's say tomorrow someone says we will remove Amitrasu, but think about the roles they now need to fill up if Amitrasu is no longer on the
yeah,
team. Like I can remove Vibor, but who from like the remaining five or whoever, like if you move Vibor to the sixth role, which one of them starts playing the central? Like do you play Marcel in the central? He's the
and
one learning the
honestly,
game right now.
with Vibor, it's not just about Sentinel. Like I can at least tell this much from my experience in VLT is that Vibor plays such a bigger role in the team. Like he's the
yeah.
sort of calm crack
Yeah,
dapper, like Sentinels type. He's just
definitely.
usually calm, which also means he has a little bit of a comms issue. But at the
Yeah.
same time, he's literally like Dapper. Like he will hit nutty shots out of nowhere, and I feel like since he's young, you want to keep him, no?
Yeah, definitely. Like like it's I don't know.
Yeah, I
I
can't
don't
imagine
think.
who you drop for Marzel because I don't know what Marzel plays. He used to play Jet, but I've seen him on stream playing a lot of different stuff. So
I
I
think yeah,
assume he's
with
learning
Muzzle,
everything.
yeah, they just want him. They just want role flexibility. I think having that is really really important. And Vibor and Hele for a good like synergy. I don't think it's
Yeah.
worth losing that.
Yeah, because of Vibor, Helef has been able to pick up controller like exclusively, and he's
Yeah,
so good on controller. Like I feel like he's meant to play controller only because he can lurk. Like he always good at lurking, but now he gets to use the like timing he has, and he has ridiculous. Like I think only Blackhawk is slightly better with Astra timing than Hellfighter in India itself. And Blackhawk, of course, he's just really good, but Hellfighter is for me like right up there. So yeah, you can't drop Hellfighter because there's no way you're replacing
yeah,
a controller role. You can't drop Amaterasu because experience. I doubt like drop Amaterasu to me sounds like Amaterasu decides he wants to stop playing and become a coach. Like I feel like drop Amaterasu is
yeah.
never even in the conversation, right?
I think he did speak about that, right? He
He
did
said
speak about
after
how
he wins something. Oh
it's
no,
an
after he
Yeah.
gets
international
something
trophy or
international or
something.
wins
Yeah.
international. So yeah, that is not happening anytime soon. I'm sorry, but
Oh
that's
wow.
not.
Okay.
Mhm.
Like,
Wow.
are we winning
It's
Yeah.
gonna be on
APAC
Sangwan shares
LCQ?
tomorrow.
Are we winning APAC
Sangwan
LCQ?
shares is
Like,
gonna
come
say
on.
this.
I mean, okay. You know what? Let's go around and I'll ask you guys. Give me immediate answers, okay? So, I mean, think about it, of course, for a minute, then give me. But I'm gonna ask you, and I'll tell you my answer first. Is what percentage from what you've seen in India qualifier one VLT and accounting for how good they can get in 1.5 months, plus the fact that they have 2 months of time before they go to
Yeah.
LCQ. What percentage chance do you think? VLT, I'm saying because since they won India qualifier one, I'm assuming they will win APAC LCQ, and since we're on VLT topic anyways, it's convenient. But the point is, if VLT goes to APAC LCQ, what percentage chance you think they have of winning everything, like the whole thing, and going to champions? I'll give like 55. I'm being optimistic. 55
Yeah.
for me. What do you guys think?
55. Hmm. Yeah, close to 30 is possible. 30, 40, I
Jesus
think.
Christ, you are crucifying me for saying they won't win anything, and then you. Nice,
I'm not
nice.
saying they won't win anything, right? I'm not saying they won't win anything,
No,
but at this point,
internationally.
so my answer of a 30, 40 obviously is really, really low estimate one because
Okay, fair enough.
I don't 100% understand the rest of the esports circuit. Like, I think CA knows this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how. Like, the names are too confusing, if I'm being honest.
No, I think you
Like,
know like
Champions,
Korea really well,
Masters.
but I don't think you know Japan very
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah, so since I can't really like know what the other regions are, I don't know what to expect from teams coming out of
Uh-huh.
there. So
Yeah.
I think 30 like that's 30-40% would be a good estimate for me.
Alright, Johnny.
And I have my
Uh,
own, obviously, like everyone knows I'm announcing something soon. So
Yes.
so obviously I have my own
Okay, wait.
set of like,
Okay,
I
so
want us
I
to
don't
do
want to
better
ask
than.
the inherent question now because it will reveal. So I will just ask Johnny. You go.
I mean, I would say around like 35-40% as well. I mean, because you and I were having this discussion the other day, right? Like as to what the possibility is going to be like of a team from India beating the teams from other regions. And I believe like it is going to be Japan and Korea giving us a really tough competition since, I
Yeah.
mean, we do know like teams from India have good relations with like teams from SEA. I'm pretty sure they're scrimming against each other a lot of the time, and they are going to be prepared for them when the time comes.
Yeah.
But it is going to be like Korea and Japan that's going to be giving the most trouble. So, 30-40%, I would say, would be my guess. But yeah, there is a possibility they might just make it through.
Yeah,
Okay. So I'll tell
also
you why my thing is 55. No, go on, Manav, and then I'll go.
also like we saw, if we saw Iceland, right? Like the Korean teams, and like
Yeah.
they
Oh my
kind
God,
of
they were
got
so good.
like dismantled to a
Wait, you
certain
think they got
extent.
dismantled? They came top four.
I don't know, not
No.
dismantled, but uh,
Dude,
I don't
I would
know.
say it was a good performance that was put up considering like
Yeah.
we did not know what to expect from them.
Yeah.
I will say
So
I was optimistic with Korea. I expected top two, but they got top four,
Yeah.
which
yeah,
is pretty good, no? Like,
yeah.
because
I
okay,
mean,
Korea didn't have CS:GO background, right? Like, I don't know about
Yeah.
this, so you guys tell me.
yeah,
I think Stacks, Lakia, all of those dudes were in one CS:GO roster that did decently, But
Yeah, they used to be really famous in CS. Like even since like 1.6, they're like kind of like old guard slash like OGs type,
huh.
like that type of those type of players. So yeah, like that's obviously one thing. But let's see what happens. I mean, like as an Indian, I obviously want VLT to do the best, you know. So I want them to
Do
do
you
the best,
want
but
VLT
I
to
don't
do
know.
the best?
That is if my team, the team I am not working with, isn't we don't make it to LCQ, which I'm sure we will. So yeah,
Oh, okay,
we're
okay.
working towards that.
Salman shares or
That's the
whichever
goal.
clip
That's the
truth
goal.
there is.
That's
Let's
the goal
go.
right now.
But all right. So the reason I'm giving 55, and this is for not just VLT, for whichever team makes it. I think 55 is my general number. For any Indian team that makes it, because I think they will be as good as like I'm expecting VLT to be if they win. But I'm saying 55 because Japan we beat 100% because this is not number one teams we're facing. We're facing number
Yeah,
two from
three,
Two,
four.
three, yeah.
so
Yeah,
two from
2, 3.
Korea,
Yeah,
three from SEA. So no, sorry, 2-3 from Korea, 3-4 from SEA, and 2-3 from Japan. So 3 Japan, all of SEA, and 3 Korea. Leave Korea. 3 Japan and all of SEA. I'm not at all scared about. Number 3 Japan and all 3 and 4 SEA is like Paper X and some other like no offense to SEA squads, but like some other shitty squad. Paper X isn't even that
CS
good.
is BMing everyone at this
yeah.
point.
I mean, they're not that good that they just whoop Indian teams, you know? Like, Indian teams can beat Paper X pretty easily, I think. Even Bren, for that matter, like, they're pretty inconsistent right now. I think X10 is just
Yeah.
godlike. X10 will definitely be the first seed SEA team from SEA for champions because they were already in Iceland, so they have a huge lead on points. But, so X10, I don't think we can beat. But any other SEA team, because X10 whoop every other SEA team, I feel like we can. Japan is just W gaming, so if they just don't get tilted, we definitely can. But Korea is like, I don't know, man, because Korea number 2 and 3 are likely going to be Newton and Damwon. And both teams are so good. I just get scared.
If it's gonna be Newton, like, yeah, we should start questioning what's gonna
Maybe
happen.
not Newton because they lost a couple players. Maybe TNL, but yeah, they'll be
Yeah.
as good as Newton were.
Yeah.
Because I assume VS win, right? Do you guys think VS will win? They have Lakia, they have everybody. Buzz started
Yeah.
playing instead of RB right now, I think.
RB had a medical emergency or like injury or something related
Oh.
to that. They took a break, I think, or am I thinking about some other team?
No, he had a break. I did not know it was a medical break. I just assumed that
Yeah,
he was.
I think
on
it's a
for it.
break for some. Yeah, I think it's some other reason. Then yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, back to India. So 55, 30, 40, 30, 40. All right. That's still a decent chance. Like, the idea is if India
Yeah.
even manages to come top 3, I would say. That's good, right? What do you guys think? Top 3?
Yeah.
I expect top 2, dude. I expect us to reach the finals.
Okay. All of you?
Yeah.
Yep, finals. See, like anything I say right now, everyone in chat is just gonna start assuming as to which team I'm the analyst for. So I'm really
we're not
choosing
talking
my
about
words
VLT
right
anymore.
now.
Only Indian team.
I am kind of yes.
Top
Yeah,
2?
so top 2, top 3 definitely possible.
Okay. I think top 3 is hard still because it's not like Japanese teams aren't going to prepare. Like Absolute Jupiter, who is the number 2 team, because Crazy Raccoons is still better.
CA, there's a question for you. Do you know who Cuckoo is?
No? Who's
Is it, if I'm not wrong, it's the Sacred Games Goku that we're talking about right now, right?
No,
Or
we,
any
we,
other?
we, we have someone in our office who has been given the nickname Cuckoo.
Oh, okay. That's then something else that you guys.
Wait, is he talent?
Yes. The chat knows.
Wait, the chat knows? How do I not know? Wait, if the chat knows, you can tell me. So tell
Yeah, it's
me.
fixes, dude.
Oh!
It's an old meme from last year that happened in one of Ketan's vlog, and since then it's been a year. Fixes hasn't been able to shake it off.
Oh wow, Razia, of course Razia brings it up. I do not know that, but honestly, it kind of fits. It fits. All right, interesting. Oh my god, dude, not an SC. No. I think not even will just embrace Cuckoo once again and then the Cuckoo meme will rise. I don't know. Uh, but yeah, like Fix is very chill, dude. If Fixes found out, he'd just probably end up making a Cuckoo reel and posting it for
Yeah.
the views.
Okay, wow.
Fixer is awesome. I mean, at this point, a few months ago, he was like pretty much fed up with it, but now he is like, Ando, koi nahi, mera hi hai, Ando.
Sorry guys, for everybody who doesn't know, I think there's a few guys asking who is Fixes. He is one of the best VGMI / PUBG casters in
Yeah.
India, but he's also been doing VCC for the last like 3 events, so you guys should watch because I know how much work all these guys are putting in because we all have to work a lot, you know. But back to roster changes before I get ended. Okay, so we went over SC, we went over EG, we went over VLT, we went over VLT chances, we went over SATUL. I want to jump to Venom now because both of you know a lot about the CSGO background. I heard so much about this guy. I saw him once and then he disappeared from TSF, Venom. And even the once I saw him, like, good moments, but not as special as people made him out to be. So, what is the Venom hype about? Tell me that. Like, what is Venom M42, whatever this is? Like, why should we be hyped for this? Do you guys know about Venom from CSGO? I assume you do.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he was one of the first people to build a brand around esports before it was an actual thing. So
Yeah.
I would say he was like pretty important in bringing Counter Strike to the limelight of a lot of people who weren't aware about CS:GO or esports. And since he has had experience with building rosters from scratch, with like the way he did the entire him and his team of course, I mean these guys still work together. So him and the Brutality boys, if like they are coming up with something, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get big.
So I'm gonna do a little investigation right now because
Yeah.
chat asked me, and this is perfectly legal, chat. So if something happens like it happened with first one, it's not my fault, okay? But what I'm gonna
First one
do,
was like their Instagram following like leaked their announcement. Like, come on, that is gonna be just
I mean,
sad.
for you, for your reference,
Honestly.
Jory. So basically, in roster changes
Yeah.
number one, first one was being announced, and I heard rumors about it. So I don't know why it just randomly tickled me that I could go to First One's Insta and see who they're following, and all the players that were rumored to be joining First One were being followed by First One. I did this like all randomly on live stream, so it became like a big meme. Like what the fuck, full leaks. But what I'm gonna do is look. No, they're not there, chat. Okay, let me open
Oh,
it.
wait.
I'm looking for M42 in the VCC brackets because VCC round one has already started. So we can just see if they are registered. They're not. There's no M42. So no.
Have they used the full name?
Oh, what is their full name?
Wait, let me see.
Chat, what's their full name? Check said Insta joining team Insidious BGMI.
Can you type
Okay, I'll check.
MELIORA? They're not playing in VCC.
Nope.
Apparently, they're not playing. Chat says no.
Oh, okay. So we can't be sure
Yeah.
that they're coming, which is sad. But back to
Yeah,
what
but-
Johnny was saying, like about him building up CSGO. So will he play or will he just bring the org?
I think he's playing. Because if you go to the Instagram account, if you can open the M42 Instagram account, like do it on your stream if you want, and if you see the way like their teasers, the same thing. There's only 5 people teased the announcement, so that's got to be Venom, and one of them is clearly Venom. Like you can make it out from the silhouette. Like there's I don't know anyone else who's as ripped as him in the Indian scene. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, but
the haircut also
Yeah,
looks like
it is. It's the hair, man. It's the hair.
that just
It's
gives
the
it out.
iconic hairstyle.
So that's
Alright.
Venom, obviously. And they also use become brutal. Like, okay, you know you're talking about brutality now. So pretty much there's a hint that it's
Yeah.
this guy.
But why are they not playing in VCC? That's kind of weird. I guess they're not ready, is what I would
Yeah.
assume.
Also so let's talk a little bit of the roster. So from what I've heard in scrims, like I think they were scrimming actively a little bit before I asked. This is Scrim Bucks, by the way. The roster was Venom, Rix, Sam, and Hyper. So Venom, Rix was also
Yes.
his brutality
I'm
teammate.
gonna open a different sheet.
Sam, TSF, if you remember Sam, Samira Kunji,
Yeah.
Sam 4. Yeah. I always messed up his name while casting. I know that
Yeah, I
100%.
remember
I think both of us
that.
always had different ways of saying it.
Yeah.
100% remember that.
No, I think it was
And
easy for me because it sounds like a Tamilian name, and I've faced that all my life.
yeah, so that's what I kept on messing up. I remember that. And Hyper, if you guys remember Hyper, he was on
Yes.
Purpose Esports in the middle.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what he's been up to after that. So yep, that's I don't know the fifth. And Screambucks also says, I think if the Screambucks are correct, Venom was on Sova, if I'm not wrong, not on the Arena, which is interesting.
Oh, what? I mean, that kind of makes sense to me because like Venom is the experienced player, so you expect the
Yeah.
younger player to pick up the thing. But Chad, stop
Yeah.
spamming me with Sid joined Insidious. Check his story because I just did, and unless I'm blind, I
It's
don't
bait.
see anything. I literally don't
Yeah,
see
he's
anything.
just baiting.
Spam you, chat.
Dude, Sid is gonna make you start questioning reality like at a certain point.
Yeah, we're talking about Valo roster changes.
He's a
and he
genius
manages
in
to
that
get
way.
it. He's like the best. He's like the godfather of esports, sort of. Not the
He's
power
the best
game,
guy to
but
take
the-
interviews at live shows, man.
I have seen a few of those, and yeah, 100%. Yeah, Venom practicing Sova and KO. Venom on KO would be really good because so much CS:GO experience on
Makes
KO.
sense. We talked about this.
Yeah. So Rix 100% jet op karega. Okay, all right. I
I've
hope.
also seen Rex play Omen.
Oh.
So it's kind of like that Yampy type role. Like Yampy Jetop can play Omen.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. That would be pretty sick. Like, because I think that role is really important in a team where the operator can play
Yeah.
multiple agents and still op. Because
Yeah.
jet op shouldn't be a condition for a team in general. But okay. So Venom team is coming, guys. Is the expectation? It's weird why they're not playing VCC. Maybe they're playing VCC under a different name, and we'll see a random name pop up in semifinals, and I'll go try to take their interview, and I'll be like, "Oh wait, you're Venom." So you never know. We'll see. But are we the only roster without roster change for 10 months? Should be bench skills? No, don't bench skills. Fete Hellranger. And yeah, I guess you are. Because VLT has had, Samurai has had, Godlike has had, T69 has had. Most other teams haven't been around for 10 months. So
Yeah.
has it actually been 10 months for GE? It was November, right? Lightning Fast game?
Yeah,
Yep.
when they lost. Yeah, when they lost LF to VLT. Yeah, since then they haven't had a.
Hellranger counting, come on.
Hellranger
No,
remembers
it's Hellranger.
things, man. Like
No, it's
he has
no, it is
great
10 months.
memory.
Oh yeah, shit.
October,
Hellranger is
yeah.
right.
You said October, yeah.
Oh, it was October. Yeah. November they played their first tourney.
Also, it's his team. He's gonna remember when the
No, but
changed.
I was casting all his matches. That's why I was thinking back. I mean, most, not all.
Oh, damn.
Hellranger says he left a day before my birthday.
Damn.
Dude, what's with all these big roster changes and being one day before or
Birthdays.
around their IGL's birthday?
Who left
Like I
one day
remember
before
Amit
the
Rasu.
Hellfighter?
Amit Rasu saying happy thanks for the birthday gift, Excali. and also
Oh.
Ranger also having something similar. I don't know.
Wow.
Joshi's Yasla. No, but wait, who left before Hellranger's birthday? Nobody left. Gee. Wait,
LF,
skills?
LF
Wait,
went
actually,
to VLT.
like one day before the birthday?
Like that's what he said in chat. Like that's what I'm reading out of.
How is that such a big coincidence? Like same thing with Excali. Like what? How?
It was
That's
planned.
So
It was planned,
interesting.
guys. It was planned.
Yeah. I mean, guys, I am a noob, okay? Come on. But, alright. Interesting. I hope the next big
कोई कह रहा है अब किसका बर्थडे आने वाला है
Hashtag scripted, lol. No, but you have godlike to break the script, so don't worry about it. Like, they're always going to make a roster change. Har birthday kisi ka birthday. Like, but that is also a joke because now I'm excited about Flex on Jet. I'm actually really excited because his name is also Nikhil. He is a really good player and I know him personally. So I just, like, I feel like that's what should happen. More of the older players should get a chance. But G being around for 10 months has really perplexed me because it's making me now realize how long we've been casting Valorant in India. And I'm just like, holy shit, in perspective, that's a lot of
Yeah.
time. So
Yeah.
kudos to you, Hellranger, for you guys being together, and 1 year anniversary party, please, when after VCC playoffs, I guess. So yeah, let's go.
On the next LAN, bro. Like we've had like also Hellranger. Like, did you shave? Do I need to call you for an interview? That's what he told
HBO
me
man.
once. He's like, I don't know how you guys figure it out. Every single time I shave, like हर बार अगले दिन ही call आता है, like हाँ interview है, आ जाओ.
Wait, okay, so something big happened apparently. They're saying, say, Kargod was being weird and. But.
Okay, well, it seems like there's some controversy going on.
Between.
So Scar was on Gordel beforehand. So his Instagram story says something. I'm looking at it myself, but
Nothing against Valo-Rants, nothing against all the players except few. Thank you to the guy for the never appreciate. Oh shit, okay, I know what this is about.
yeah, I think I get the idea as well.
Name में hashtag IGL डाल के IGL नहीं बनते. I think that makes it pretty clear, right? I'm not 100% sure if I'm thinking the right thing, but I think it's.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah,
His
'cause-
tags also make it pretty
yeah, the
obvious as to who
tags.
he's referring to. Yeah.
Ooh. But why now?
'Cause I think he just beat them
Vinit,
today.
Yes, that's I think. Darshit, yes. Yes. I mean, okay, fine. Chat has guessed it themselves, so we're not causing controversy anymore. But it's
Yep,
Hevan.
not saying anything.
Very interesting. Hevan apparently he's saying basically Hevan never listened to him. But guys, don't I know Scar personally, he's an amazing guy, but please don't go be toxic
him
to
hate,
Hevan or
yeah.
vice versa. If you're Hevan fans, don't be toxic to Scar God. I'm sure both of them have their own version, because they're individual people and shit happens. And it's irrelevant because Scar is now very happy in F1 and F1 is a really, 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 really good team. They just need everybody in bootcamp, which is happening soon, I think. Because I think Knight Rider and I'm not sure about Rafa because I don't think he can leave. But I think Knight Rider is going soon, if I'm not mistaken. But they also have a brand new bootcamp and the view is sick as hell.
Yeah.
There's like a peacock outside the boot campus, and that's pretty cool, I think. Honestly, like, huge rep to Scar for putting this out. Huge rep to Scar.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
it's important to be
speaking out-
transparent about what happens behind teams in the industry.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, definitely. And also, I'm really happy as like how he's evolved as a player. So, yep,
Yes.
definitely really, really good for him.
Hey, for that
But-
matter, I forgot to mention his name when I said really good Astra players. Kargod has the first time I saw him playing Astra was I think I saw him day 4 yesterday. Or no, I saw him in the Amazon team cup. And he's so much better. Like the timings are so on point. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
I think having bootcamp definitely helped them evolve as a team and to have build synergy. So yep, that was one good part for them.
I randomly started typing 888888. Don't check your DMs. Oh, is this because of the whole I think Johnny, you know about this. 'Cause I think this happened in Agni. Some guy
Wait.
knifed Hevan, I think, or somebody. No, this is not in Agni.
No,
Wait, somebody knifed somebody and everyone got a lot of hate
Batman
because
knifed
this-
Antidote.
Ha!
No, I remember Excali also knifing someone, but like
Yeah, Excali also got a lot of hate.
Excali's knife and stuff. I don't know. Excali's been like the BM king, self-crowned
he,
BM
yeah,
king.
he's been knifing people for ages, man. At this point,
Yeah,
people are used to it.
Yeah.
they should be if they're not. Hikka knifed Excali, but I think between Hikka and Excali, I think that's just like jokes.
Why
Right?
is knifing such a big deal? I mean,
I don't know. It's just everyone in the community
Do you guys
makes it
think-
out to be one.
Do you
I
guys think
mean,
a little bit?
if
do you guys
if
think a
you
little
get
bit of-
knifed,
sorry.
the reaction is generally like, "Why didn't I see it? Like, what was I doing? Why was I distracted?" That's it. There's no more to it. You get style points for it, definitely for getting it done, but still, it like there are no hidden meanings behind knifing someone and getting knifed, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like banter, right? Like nothing else. I mean, in CSGO, it was even worth money. So in
Yeah.
Valo, it's just banter. Like it
Also,
can't be anything else. Like this.
do you guys think? Do you guys think a little bit of like the community's reaction to knifing and stuff comes from like PUBG, where like getting banned is kind of like disrespect?
I guess.
Like, do you guys think something like that? Like, I remember there's a huge controversy when Jonathan got banned by one of the SEA teams or something.
Yeah, that happens quite a lot in PUBG because like I don't know. I mean, the players don't take it that way, but it's like the community that sort of builds it up. Like over in Valorant as well, like knifing is still like considered such a big deal, but for the players, it's like, all right, it's in the game. If you get caught in a really dumb position, it is gonna happen to you. Like the opponent is definitely gonna do it, like because they have the opportunity. You gave it to them.
I mean, yeah, that's true. It makes them look pretty stupid.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's. I think that's why it's banned. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't think any player would disrespect another. And I think if they would, it would be like it is abroad, you know, where they just actually end up fighting with each other on Twitter or something. And if that
No,
happens,
but even with the whole like antidote and Batman situation, I remember them being on your stream and they were perfectly fine with it. Like none of them.
Yeah.
I don't think. I think it impacted the audience more than
yeah,
like,
the antidote
it
Batman
impacted
thing
both
was
of them.
bad.
Yeah, and Hika and Excelli is just memes. Like I'm pretty sure both are fine with each other, and they both know they're like.
Memers.
It's just they're fine with that. I don't know. Excelli is chill guy. Like people tagged me saying you called Excelli a self-crowned king, but that's because I don't think anyone else calls him the BM king. So yeah, and I'm really chill with Excelli, so Excelli is not going to hate me for what I just told him. But
That's
yeah,
really
just need
interesting.
to
I'm
clear
now
that.
thinking about if Excali crowned himself the BM king, or if Chat crowned
Where did,
him and
like-
then he picked it up, or
Yeah,
I think it came from his stream, like no doubt. I'm just not sure if
Definitely.
he was said himself he's the BM king, or if like Chat was like you are the BM king, and he's like I like that, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with it, you know. So I don't know, maybe
It's
Exo
definitely
Malav.
not like-
yeah, guys,
it's
Exo
not-
Malav. That's why
it's
he's
only
really chill with
definitely-
Excali.
okay, why did I say that? Like every second word I say, I'm chill with Excali, I'm chill with Mitrasu, I'm chill with Hellranger, I'm chill with I don't know, I'm chill with Heaven, I'm chill with every second IGL in India. So you guys guess it now.
Oh,
Uh,
Chat says Pinpundri
so-
count him the BM king.
yeah, that,
That would
it's
make
it's definitely
sense.
not like a whole like ace situation like when you like CS started calling him right to clutch. I think you were the one of the first people who started calling him right to clutch
Yes.
during casting,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So I don't think it's a situation like that. I think it's a little different. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess it just. I would guess it charted somewhere in a random stream, and then it just picked up pace. And then I guess Pinpundri probably like triggered it when did his montage, and then everyone found out about it.
Yeah. Okay. Someone mentioned teabagging. That is an actual BM move right there.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, but like with no body, is it BM? Because Europeans do it all the time. Like,
Yeah, I
okay,
mean-
Dapper, the amount of BM that guy does, but he's so chill with the people he does it with. He doesn't do it with
Yeah.
random people. So is it BM like if we BM each other and we're friends?
I mean, with friends, it's like you're just trolling them at that point.
Yeah.
Like, "Hey, मैं मारा तेरे को
Yeah.
देख."
Like I remember, I used to play 10 mans with like bones and stuff, and I used to BM like even if I was bottom fragging, I would BM
Yeah.
like just to get into them mentally. Like you can ask they're in chat, you can ask them. I used to BM every second time. So this is just the meme. Yeah, I think people really take it to
Best
their
thing
heart.
in 10 man is like after every kill, just like NHK. All chat.
Oh my
Dude.
god.
Okay, now
Okay.
let's move back to roster
Yes,
changes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
We've gone back.
Okay, so I'm gonna go through our list and chat. You guys tell me if I missed something because I don't think I have. I've definitely missed a few free agents, but we'll get back to that. But the roster changes, I think, like for me, which is still like really surprising, is DM. I think that's where we have still not figured out anything. Like with everything else, we have at least a vague idea of what we expect to happen. But with DM, I just can't imagine. I can imagine MW1 out, DM in, but why is Marzel just chilling and eating and like, you know, not playing VCC if he's not going to play for VLT? I thought the entire idea of watching VCC for him was that he'll end up playing VLT, and I want to understand what he thinks, because even if this is not real and not confirmed, he's 100% seen the rumors. he notices that DM is not playing, and being a pro player, like for us itself is very weird to see DM not playing VCC while he is such a big pro player. Mazel himself being a pro player is going to find that very weird, right?
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like this is gonna be like at the end it's gonna be like another league reference right here, like the Bengi Bang situation that T1 had.
Ah.
You have two really good players with two really different play styles, and if the team can sort of adapt to both of them, then I believe VLT is just gonna be like super deadly, dude. Depending on who's gonna be playing what.
So you're saying best case scenario for VLT is actually adapting as a 6-man proper roster?
Yeah, they just use both of them. Like who do you sub out otherwise?
Okay,
Yeah,
but
definitely.
if I asked you
Makes
the
sense.
same question without a
Yeah.
roster, if I just asked you, do you think 6-man rosters in India are like feasible? What would your answer be? In India?
Feasible?
India,
No, I don't think we have an infrastructure big enough to support 6-man rosters.
Well, Sentinel is definitely big enough. So assume you
Apart,
have
fr-
the
apart from the
infrastructure.
big orgs, the like I don't think most of the teams can afford to do that.
But you're saying big orgs can afford, not afford, as in like not money wise. I mean like the team wise. Do you think it's
I mean,
feasible for
team wise
people
as well.
to
I mean, because
adjust?
you're gonna have to put in all this time working out like with another guy, like just him watching and
Yeah.
learning, and just you have to play with him as well to make
yeah.
sure that you are practicing your setups with that person and you guys are comfortable. The perks of having a big org backing you up is you're gonna have a lot more incentive. Imagine six guys just like being all right. We are gonna be a team. We are gonna be a 6-man roster, and we're gonna do this together. What incentive do they have?
Yeah, so
Like as
that's what
people
I'm saying. Like
generally,
mentality
yeah,
wise, do you think
yeah,
Indian teams are ready?
no.
Can they
Mentality
be
wise,
ready?
no. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
I
Okay,
think
so
Valorant.
yeah, go on.
I think Valorant, given as a game, like given like how many aspects and abilities and stuff to look at, definitely like 6-man rosters are possible. And it's not like we haven't seen it happen before. Like not in
Yeah.
India, right? But if you remember Cloud9 White, when they were running, before they had issues with the fifth, I think Katie something that was a name. Like before there's a huge controversy around her,
Oh, the
they
female
were running
roster.
yeah, the female roster. They were
Uh,
running an actively 6-man roster, and they would have Jazzy, who was like a 17-year-old cracked race player, just
Yeah.
come in
yeah.
for like Icebox or like whatever map you need race on. So definitely, like that's something possible. I don't see a reason as to why it wouldn't happen. And I think as like given Valo, like we're like since Valo's come in, everyone has the same starting point, right? So we're
Yeah.
growing at similar rates, if not massively different rates. So we're learning a lot of things from abroad as well
Yeah.
as we grow as teams. And like, ward reviews, not only just ward reviews, like so many other things as well. So yeah, I think it's definitely possible.
But you're saying like, for example, if a team like VLT or G, okay, because I think
Mhm.
they're the favorites to win VCC. If they win VCC and they bring in a sixth man for APAC
Mhm.
LCQ, you think they can actually make it work in 2 months?
No, definitely not in 2 months. Like I don't think like adding
More
a
time.
sixth.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's okay. Since you mentioned GE, right? Like
Yeah.
for them to reach here, for them to reach what, like at what position they're on, right? Hellranger was just in chat. He said November or something was
Say
when
October, yeah, 10
they
months.
lost. Yeah, October. Yeah, they lost. So it took them 10 months to build a proper five, like proper playing roster around those five, and all this while they were getting dominated by like by vertigo, velocity, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call them, right? So it took them so long to build with a five. Imagine how much more work it is to bring in that extra player, because that extra player not only has to learn what the other five in the team are already doing and how he can add to himself, and the other five in the team have to find a place where that one player can thrive the most.
Yes. That's the part I'm concerned about, not the
Yeah,
first
yeah,
part. So
yeah.
I feel like the mentality will always be you're the sixth, and you can't have that mentality,
Yeah.
right? Like they'll always be like, "वो sixth है, he needs to do this." Not like we need to do this to make him a proper like international way. The sixth is sixth, but I don't know. Let's see. That's why that's the entire reason I asked you guys this series of questions, is that Marzil knows all of this. Like we are speculating this, but as a pro player, Marzil knows all of this, right? So as someone who is currently the sixth, and right now he can be like the Indian version of six because he's still learning the game. But long
Yeah.
term, he will definitely want to play the game, especially with Venom's roster coming. Like they're all former CS:GO players. You have like Inazuma picking up a roster, stuff like that, right? So with the way it is with Marzel right now, like, what would you do if you were in his position if VLT wins LCQ, but then DM gets announced and he's still the sixth, and it's not like an active sixth? Do you
I don't know.
stay
So
with VLT for the international experience?
I think I saw on Sangwan Shares or some clip channel that we have like 10,000 of them. I can't even remember. I think he said he like how much he understands the game right now is that like 80% of what he would like to be at.
Uh-huh.
So I'm guessing till he feels 100% comfortable with the game and to know what's happening, and till he's in a position to understand whatever role, like let's say he can create a niche for himself. Right now he's playing a little bit of everything. Started off with something else, and now he's playing something different. Right. So once he's 100%, he could definitely find himself. I could definitely see him leaving VLT, and like yeah, joining something. And like not only just Marzel wise, right? Think about how much value Marzel adds to a certain org. Stable IGL, insane amount of CS experience.
Yeah.
Uh, can you can build a base around him.
Yeah.
You
I
can
mean,
you can have
even the
five.
fired up org, right? If you
Yeah,
put
yeah.
Barzil
So,
in that,
yeah,
that would be so good. Like, I'm assuming if no big team is willing to pick, because most big teams already have IGLs and they don't really want to change the IGLs.
But Marzel level,
Yeah, I mean, not Marshall level, but
the,
comfort
that's the
level.
thing. So here's the thing about that lad. I mean, I remember having a conversation with him, and his entire objective was, "I'm gonna be whatever my team needs to be." So just hearing that from him, I assume, I mean, he is probably, I mean, as you said, I mean, he understands the situation that's there, and he's going to try his level best to see what role exactly the team needs. And I believe once we see him in action, he's probably going to be like a pretty versatile player. You will never be able to guess what he's going to be playing in a game.
yeah. I mean, and even like the people in chat saying that okay, Marcel will never leave VLT, right? I think the reason he said like leaving VLT is stupid or foolish is because that was the one org that gave him like
The
everything,
break.
like
Yeah.
yeah, no, not just break, right? Facilities wise, infrastructure wise, like I don't
That's
think
true.
any like not many orgs like coming from where like since you're talking about his CS background, right? He was talking about like how they didn't get paid much when he was in Blaze, and he was talking about
Yeah.
stuff like that. Like since he was mentioning things like that on his stream, like from there to going to an org who can completely switch you from a Bangalore bootcamp to a Mumbai bootcamp in a week and get you like G Pro and stuff, which cost like 12K per mouse for all 5 year players. Like have you iced out decks for each and every player? Like that's a huge change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like there's a huge change, and I think that's one of the reasons why he said like okay, leaving this org would be really really stupid. But I think as Marzel, like knowing him as a player, I think he would do more for his growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the conundrum he's facing. Because 100% he would grow more if he was active five-man roster, like as a player. But yeah, like no doubt, there's no way you get a better resources than, or even a better team atmosphere to learn from outside of VLT. Maybe in GE, but like I doubt GE is picking up. Maybe no, I doubt you go from VLT to GE. Actually, never mind. I'm not gonna start this. I don't know what will happen there, but that's the only two teams I can imagine where it's actually conducive for a sixth who is learning to actually learn, because every other team has too many changes and instability. Even though VLT has had changes, like I know from inside the core is the same, their values are the same, their idea of the game is the same, which means even if they have changes in general, most of the shit will be the same. Hey Rexy, what's up, bro? सब झूठ है रेक्सी पे से आके आग जलाएगा गीता तो आग में सही है but yeah, so I'm saying like it's weird, I guess, but if the expectation is for VLT from Marzel's end to win BCC, then I guess it makes sense to at least stay till October, which is when APAC LCQ happens. At least gain that experience, then think about potentially leaving for roster if he's not playing in VLT, because that itself is not confirmed. Like, what if VLT win APAC LCQ and Amitrusu actually does become the first Indian Valorant coach?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, he's
Yeah,
not the first.
definitely.
Godspeed. Fuck. Sorry, Godspeed.
So yeah,
But
I mean, it's definitely like a lot of possibilities. I don't think like the six or like including the management
not sure.
are in a position where they can 100% commit to a future plan. Like it's impossible. Like knowing the fact that DM is interested in other teams, knowing that you have found a cracked Jet player who wasn't ready to play competitive, now ready to play competitive for you. Also having, I don't know, also having one of the best IGLs in India,
Wait, one
and
sec. So I
literally.
could maybe potentially, Johnny, check your Discord DMs.
Wait.
Please talk about Fangs for a moment. The manager's DMing.
Wait,
Okay,
who
so
is
Yeah.
thanks.
Let
who
me
is
have it.
DMing me on Discord?
Me. I
It's
DM'd you.
see.
Uh, all right.
Okay. So, all I will say is you should subscribe to Nordwood Gaming channel. Subscribe.
Yes.
Because there'll be something interesting coming soon, which will shed a lot of light on why DM to VLT might be a possibility. That's all
Can I
I
have
will
some
say,
leaks?
okay? I won't say how, I won't say where, which segment, because I feel like that will reveal it.
It's top secret.
Yes, but you should
Okay, I got
subscribe, because that's where you'll find out. And also subscribe to my channel. Wait, I forgot about that plug. Subscribe to my channel as well. Like the stream, guys, if you're happy we're back. But back to the topic, which was what?
Fangs.
Fangs. Yes.
We're
So
talking about
Fangs,
Fangs.
first sports is what I've heard is happening, because I also went and checked Fangs earlier today after like someone DM'd me. They terminated their contracts. So their players are
Okay.
suddenly all free agents, and it feels very random to just close it down if you don't have something lined up. So I assume First Sports Esports is true. They're a news agency which also has teams rosters. So I
Uh-huh.
I'm just interested to see these guys get resources, because this is also one of the few teams that has stuck around, like Kohli, Smokey, why don't I
Cactus
remember?
B2,
Cactus B2,
Headshot
yes.
Machine.
Wait, Headshot Machine came like later, right? The four
Later,
are,
yeah, I think he was like the sixth. Maverick.
Maverick, exactly. Those five have stuck around since like what, January?
Yeah.
CK already announced on VLT Discord that DM is confirmed. Okay?
Okay, well,
I will put it
need to
in
check.
confirmed, but I will put it as chat said. Because if I get screwed, you guys get screwed. Okay, but I'm not going to put out,
Velocity
even though I
can-
think we can all guess who's out. EG Strix. I don't think that's going to happen. But it will be interesting. Why too many messages? Actually too popular, man. I'm kidding though. But yeah. Oh wait. Is this guy wait. This is Headshot Machine? Is
Who?
this Headshot Machine from Fangs? There's a Headshot Machine in chat that just said hello. And we are
I
talking
am
about
not too
Fangs.
sure. I am not too sure, and I don't want to. You made the fake easy the mod last time, so I'm not gonna say it.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry if you are the real Headshot Machine. But yeah, we've
Message
had
him on
a
Instagram
sort
or
of-
something.
Trust issues now at this point.
Yeah. ये Fangs वाला ही है. Okay. Chat says that. So if
Yeah.
now it's chat's fault if he's not.
चैट पे भरोसा नहीं करना चाहिए तो कभी.
No, this is perfect because chat
That's
can't
a
blame me
pity.
anymore. I will blame them.
Yeah.
It is their fault.
We should have like, I think you're like, to become a mod on CS Stream, there should be like 2-step verification or something like that.
I mean, there technically is. One, you come on my YouTube. Two, you follow me on Insta. So 2 steps.
You say hi on stream and that's it.
I mean, yeah. But okay. Anyways, so back to Fangs. So they've been around. I remember watching them. They popped off in ESPL, which was in Jan-Feb, and they played really, really well. And it was this exact same roster. So the only thing I can guess with like going to a more recognized brand in First Sports is that they get more resources, more money potentially, better whatchamacallit, PCs. But nothing else changes, right? Because I doubt like their management itself is gonna change.
I don't think so. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of weird for them to, like, if we see management change coming out from them. Because they've been sticking with this sort of management for a while.
Yeah.
So,
That's Fangs. The entire org is almost ending. It's literally like SE to EXO, except
yeah.
this. So I can put this in. I'm gonna put this.
Maybe
in
Headshot can
confirmed,
give
guys.
us some, like, some like, insight as to
Hey, yeah,
if
Headshot, tell us.
what's
Please leak
going
on my
on
stream
there.
so I can make a reel on it and to get the way effort worked. But I think that's the idea. Like, I'm like 99.9% sure this is happening because there's too many hints for it to not happen. Like, SE did the same thing when they were shifting to XO, their entire page just, like, even though the handle existed, the page just disappeared. You know, like, they
Yeah.
removed their kya bolte hai, profile picture and all that. So, I'm not sure. Hevan's story. Guys, I really don't want to, like, talk about controversies here. I'll tell you guys what though. We'll cover it at the very end for 2 minutes, okay? That's all I'm gonna give to it. I will look at Heman's story on stream and talk about it, but otherwise, no. I confirm it, lol. Raymond confirms it. Raymond used to be Fang's coach. I believe he is ROG Academy coach now. So it's pretty cool
Oh, nice.
that Raymond confirms it, I guess. So yeah, do you expect anything to change besides just like resources? Because they've been together for a while, but they've been up and down. Like they have never really. The way they popped off in ESPL, I don't think that ever happened again.
I mean, they played well against VLT recently. Right.
Yes.
They went, I think,
But
15,
they
13
always
behind. They
play well.
lost. Yeah, but
Oh,
I don't
Raymond
know.
is
I don't
also
see
their
like
coach. Oh, okay.
I don't know how
Nice.
much. I don't know how much manager change is there. Okay, so Vedant says there's a change in the management, which is interesting.
Oh.
So if he says there's a change in the manager, that's weird.
I mean, okay, it also kind of makes sense, I guess, then if they're gonna get bootcamp and stuff, then a new manager would make sense because I know that the older manager of Fangs wasn't officially their manager. Like, he's officially some other role. So yeah. Sent you the link of the message of DCK saying DM is confirmed. Perfect. So I guess DM is just confirmed. Lol.
Yeah, I mean
You're
they
late
said
to
they
the
had.
party.
Yeah, I think even I think Anna confirmed this
PG
thing.
manager.
T-Bone as well as the content creator. I think I saw shorts. Like there's something I had to look at, but I didn't see. So yeah, so I think those are the two big announcements that they were making in terms of the Valorant roster.
But why isn't
And-
DM announcing it? That's what I'm so confused about. Like, why would he?
He's
tell
on
people
vacation. He's on break. Let the man enjoy. Let him relax.
chill करने के बाद आएगा तब शायद.
I mean,
He's just gonna show up to the boot camp and have like a loud announcement to himself saying, "What's up, bitches? I'm back." So you can
Vlog
have that
incoming.
some mistake. Yeah, maybe.
Probably just see him in game one time, like all of a sudden, when oh yeah, by the way, guys.
Oh,
Oh, I
DM
changed
is
my
here.
name. I forgot to tell you guys. I changed my name, by the way. It's
SDM.
VLTDM now. So yeah, definitely something like if it's confirmed, then it's confirmed.
I mean, it's still the same. Like, the question around this whole thing wasn't really, is it going to be confirmed or not? Because the assumption was it will be, because he's not playing. But the question is still like, where is he going? I mean, if you're buying out DM, that too, you know, it's not just like you're getting DM, you're buying him out. Like, I doubt he's gonna be happy just playing, rolling six. Like he's gonna want to be one of the permanent players on the team. So
Yeah, definitely.
how does that? I'm not really sure because I don't think he's playing APAC LCQ because as far as I know from talking to MW1, he's playing. Sorry, not APAC LCQ. VCC main event.
Yeah.
MW1 is playing VCC main event,
Yeah.
and what I know about the team and MW1's relationship is that while he's there, he's playing. So
I think he might be. I mean, almost just playing like for a long time. I guess. I mean, at least till LCQ, as you said.
yeah, so DM just taking a 4-month break, or he's gonna play entry fragger replacing who? in
Maybe
that
other
team in
tournaments?
MW1? Yeah, they do that with Marcel.
Yeah.
Marcel does play other tournaments in general. I guess that works out. They actually like cultivate 6-round roster.
Yeah. Everyone gets experience. Everyone gets to perform, and
So chat is asking if MW1 wants to play further than what? Guys, so the understanding is that MW1 is in college right now. So if he's not going to play, it's going to be because of college. And I don't think like if he was going to play, DM would ever have happened. Like as far as I am aware from just basically minimum talks with Sentinel, they're very happy with MW1. They really like MW1, you know, because everyone in the team fits with him well. He's a very like humble player, which is
he's
very
a
rare.
very nice guy, man.
Yeah, so like that's why I'm saying I doubt DM comes if MW1 is potentially staying long term, which means that MW1 is likely just I don't know. We'll find out. That's irrelevant, but we'll see. Thank you for the 40, Darshan. He says DM Marzil right to ace Hellfighter Vipur. So that's the assumption that Amit Risu becomes the coach.
Yeah.
I doubt it. He's too cracked, man,
I mean,
to become the coach.
oh wait,
that
but like,
soon.
I mean, this just works out for everyone, right? Because MW1 now can just like take time out to study properly.
Yeah.
You can do that.
If DM is there,
Yeah.
you have backup.
I mean, yeah, exactly. So I think that's why VLT made the signing
Yeah.
happen soon too. Because if MW1 is not there for LCQ, like imagine if MW1 is only playing VCC but he's not there for LCQ, then they want DM to be ready for LCQ, and DM can, like, I think DM is one of the easiest players to fit because he's gonna be cracked irrespective. It's just comms that you have to sort, and they have,
Yeah.
even though it's been a little shaky journey, I believe, from CSGO days, from what I've heard, they still know each other well from CSGO days, right?
Right. DM, as you said, easy to fit. Just put him in a game and be like, "Ye marega."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe MW1 will play LCQ. Okay, I'm just like taking it. Maybe even if like they actually want a proper 6-man, because I guess Marcel won't play then. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Interesting. Also, we did miss out something about EXO Enigma thing. If you remember Hacker, who was Enigma's coach / analyst, he was in SC's bootcamp. So I'm guessing he's not the only one.
Wait, Hacker, the manager?
Yeah, he was also the manager / coach / analyst.
But he was primarily
role.
the manager, right?
Yeah, so I think I saw him on inside his camera a little bit. So
Maybe just visiting.
it wasn't just for one day though. If it was one day, I would have told you, yeah, okay, he's just visiting. But it was more than one day.
Oh, okay. So he was okay.
I think I saw him in 2 to 3 games.
So even EXO management changing. Hacker, the manager, already joined EXO. Okay, I put it.
Yeah.
Nice. How much time is there between? VCC ends August end and LCQ starts October mid, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Somewhere around that time.
Because September is
Yeah.
Berlin, November is LCQ qualification. Sorry, October is LCQ qualification. Sorry, it should be November. It's not October, it's November because December is Champions, so it only makes sense for LCQ to happen right before Champions. So November would be LCQ. Where do you live, by the way? I live in Gurgaon, guys. But yeah, MW1 will continue studies is the assumption. Then November is really far away. Especially because if he's following the normal Indian college routine, winter exams will be coming in around November, December, right? So I guess maybe he doesn't play LCQ because of his exams. Because there's no exams now. Like, I'll ask you guys this. I mean, actually, Malav won't know either. And never mind. I just realized. But we all know how general, like, college schedule works, right? Like, it's supposed to be December exams and then May exams. And then you usually have 1 month off. And then June, July is just, like, chill fall semester. So I guess maybe that's why he's playing now. And MW1 maybe won't be there for LCQ. So DM will then have September or August, September, October, November. 3.5 months to get DM fit in is pretty easy, I'd say. What do you think?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely possible.
Yeah, I agree with that. 3.5 months, good enough time. Especially, I mean, with someone that you have played before, you understand the sort of mental state of the player and exactly how they like to play.
Yeah. Vedant, I excluded Malav because the same reason
Canadian
I excluded
University.
myself, because both of us studied abroad. So, and I excluded Johnny because, like, Johnny is a boomer.
True.
No, but I'm also a boomer.
Yeah, but you're a boomer from outside, right?
So I'm a
Imported boomer.
Imported boomer. Nice. I like that. But yeah, so okay, fine. I guess that settles the whole VLT thing. We'll find out what Mazel feels. That's still a big question mark. But other than that, I guess the only remaining thing is, like, I don't think there's much with roster changes. So I'll use this moment to ask you guys if there's anything you want to ask Johnny or Extremes or me in general.
We still have to talk about Bad Love.
Bad Love to
yeah.
Gordon?
Complete that. Yeah. So Bad Love,
this
the
is gonna be
rumors are Bad
traumatizing
Love to
for me.
Gordon.
This,
The
you know
rumors
what
are
all
bad left
this
to
brings
Gordon.
back? This brings back
What?
Battle randomly going to SC, Godlike randomly making roster changes when they have a 5-man roster already. This brings back like Godlike SMX return, you know, because I don't know, man. Like, why? Look, Bad Love is a great player, but you've kept Flex for so long, at least now let him play the role he wants, right? Because Bad Love is Astra main, I know now. But if he's going to Godlike and playing Astra, then you kick out Whitehorse? The
No,
only
I
player
don't
they
think
have
it's.
is-
I don't think that it works that way because I think people forget that Battle of started off as maining Jet.
That's why I said. So either you remove Flex from his main role,
Flex, yeah.
or you remove Whitehorse from his main role. Both of which I find so weird.
Key players, yeah.
Yeah, both really, really, really weird changes. But Bad Love has been rumored to join Godel for a little bit. I've heard it from my own sources and people as well.
Ah.
So yeah, it's definitely happening. And so yeah, EG Strix. I don't think Strix leaves competitive, and Strix I think recently said he wanted to stick to playing with this guy. What's his name? Binks, I think. Yeah, he said I want
Binks,
to.
though, apparently chat says he confirmed on Loco that after VCC he's done with Compy. But he's Binks. I will say he's Binks. He changes. He's said that before and changed his mind. So
I mean, I don't. Do you really blame him for doing that?
no, it's completely fair. You can say stuff and change your mind all the time. You're a streamer. Your job is entertainment. You know that's kind of entertaining. So
Binks is definitely like doing a wonderful job. I don't think it matters whether he stays in competitor or becomes a streamer.
yeah, Binks is not leaving Valo
Yeah.
community
Yeah.
ever. So like let's
So
see.
people saying Sami, I don't know how viable Sami becomes because the last time we saw Sami being tried out, they were like he had passport related issues and issues on like that end. So I'm not sure how many teams are still trying out Sami. And also with Sami, in the recent roles that we're seeing him on T69 Skilljoy and stuff like that, I don't know how good it is. Like you're wasting a little bit of his potential putting him on roles like that.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't even think he wants like necessarily to explore his potential right now because he does have his mind pretty focused on. He has A levels coming up at the end of this year, I
Oh,
think.
oh
So
god.
he's definitely thinking about that a little bit. His idea is for him, from what I've talked to him, his perspective is still esports long term, but he wants to finish his A levels also. So it's I guess that's why he's just in T69 right now because he can play with a decent team and chill but at the same time do his studies. I'm not sure. So I shifted to Sentinel. Yeah, guys, we talked about that. I mean, we didn't really talk about it, but like, I guess all of us just know that Sai is a very flexible player. And the
Yeah.
first ever time I saw him playing Valo competitive was Killjoy, because that's when he came into the scene. Like the first ever
Killjoy,
time.
Brim. We saw him on Brim on Bind
It
also, I
was
think.
Ascent. It was Killjoy. That's how I remember. Because he was just like
Fair.
cracked, and I was like, "What? Where? How did this guy come from?" And then he just switched to Jet, and I cried.
I mean that is his thing. I mean he was a god opper, man.
Yeah, but he used
Yeah.
to Killjoy op, and he was so good. And I was like, finally we get something new in the scene, and then he shifted to Jet.
Trust me, that man. I mean, you give him time, he's gonna do a lot of crazy things. I've seen him hit shots with his eyes closed. Like
Oh,
you could see like he was like looking at the radar and just
Jesus. Yeah, Smoke Criminal is like something he's known very well for, right?
Mhm.
Fair enough. But yeah,
right. So
chat.
we do have a question now
Huh?
that EU region has been showing op is not just limited to jet. Any agent can use the op.
We discussed this a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about EMP, about how like he started as a Jet player and moved on to starting playing Killjoy and then Omen and even Sova. Sure, you can definitely op on each and every agent that you want, right? Like even
Yeah.
when now we see Batman doing it on Enigma when where he's opting because they don't have Rafael and Jet and he's on Reyna, and we also I think Kappa runs a secondary like op with Rossi.
Yes.
So we've obviously seen something like this coming out in India, but with Jet the biggest advantage of having the jet op is like flexibility in terms of like positioning and stuff. So yeah, definitely like having verticality and angles like that are like much easier to use. They anti ops on Killjoy, but they also have
Yeah.
flex to op off. So yeah, that's definitely two ops there that they can use.
I mean, we've
So yeah,
been
it's
begging
not.
for this for what, like 4 months now? Ever since the 4 second cloudburst change came in?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
4 or 3.5.
Rexy also saying the same thing. Like, he's like, yeah, around that. I think it came in
Yeah.
like March, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's finally Indian meta will catch up. I mean, it's not just Indian meta. To be honest, though, it's like even internationally, people did take quite a while leaving Jet, and I don't think it's over in NA. Like NA is still quite Jet heavy,
I
except for
mean,
of course the V1 like teams.
it is more about that repositioning aspect and just the ability to go aggressive and then just back off instantly that allows you to do that. But yeah, just Malav ne just abhi point out kiya na ki as soon as you start utilizing the verticality of the maps, everything changes. Like you can basically get into weird positions, get one pick, and then just like you
Yeah.
don't even have to dash out of position, you just fall down.
And even like Omen Op like was meta. Like if you guys remember Caboose on Envy,
Yeah.
like he was
Yes.
like the OG Op Omen Op
He
player.
shifted
So
to Omen because they had JC Stani come in, right?
no, that's JC is on Andbox right now.
No, but back then
Envy is
it wasn't
no
Stani.
on Envy they had two other duelists. Like they could have food on duelist.
Food was Phoenix. They had a new guy
Yeah.
come in. That's why Caboose used to play Jet, and then he
Yeah,
shifted
Caboose
to
used to
Omen.
play Jet, and who was that other dude in them?
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
That I wrote.
they're using
Mame,
no Mame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mame.
Mame, definitely.
Yo, RVK, did you guys win?
Yeah, they
Did
won
they
2-0.
win? Hey! I would have tried to be cheerful if
Wait,
we
so
lost. So,
Mame was Omen up, or like yeah, I think Mame was Omen up. So it's not this is the first time. JC Sunny
uh,
was Immortals, and then he got benched, or he chose not to extend his contract, and he came over to Andbox now. So yeah,
yeah,
and
basically a
even
ghost.
Sage up, even like Wardell used to Sage up right in the middle. I think not sure.
Guys, please don't
Yeah.
harass RVK
Rishi for
about the
instance.
whole
Yeah.
Scar God, and I'm not gonna like, yeah, don't harass people about shit that isn't related to them. It's a simple concept. Like, leave
Yeah,
them
Trans
alone.
Mummy is playing Jet right now because they got Marv to hard run controller for each and every map. So now they can go back to playing Jet on him. So yeah, that's one. I was just confused about Mummy and Caboose as to which one of them was hopping. But
But
yeah.
yeah, back to the question, which was, I believe, about the whole European meta. So like, um,
Also, wait. See, sorry to interrupt you, but do you want me to just break your heart right now?
Yep.
wait, what?
Do
Giants
it.
just Vodafone Giants just beat Fnatic 2-1 right
Wait,
now.
what?
So
It just
Fnatic
happened.
is
It
not
was
going to Berlin.
Wow.
they got, wait, did they get eliminated from low bracket?
This
Or
is
they
lower
can't go to
bracket,
Berlin?
right? Hold on, chat. Sorry, I'm gonna have to. Liquipedia. Wait, why am
Yeah,
I going?
Fnatic just lost.
They're
So,
not going
yeah.
to Berlin. Like, this is the last possible. This is Challengers 3, right? No, wait.
No, this was the main event, right?
This Challengers 2. No. Wait, so.
I think they do have lower bracket to work with. Yeah, they do.
Ah, okay.
They play BDS. They play
Hey, it's
BDS
okay.
in lower
We're
bracket.
still Gucci. We're still
Yeah.
Gucci. We're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oof. They just
But
dodged Team
honestly,
Liquid, you know? That's all they
Giants-
were trying to do.
But the Giants have been playing insanely well.
Really? I haven't
Vodafone
watched them.
Giants.
I should watch
Yeah,
them.
they got David P. After he got
Oh,
benched
like
from
G2
Excel.
David P?
Yeah, G2 David P went to Excel David P, and David P is now Vodafone Giants David P, and he's gunning today. Like
Wait, so-
I'm watching the match like on my laptop, and he was gunning. He was
Okay,
hard gunning.
so one thing, the last map is over as well.
Yeah, Ascent just got over like 18-16 or something.
It shows 1-1. Oh, it just
Yeah,
updated.
it shows
2-1.
1-1.
I was watching the stream right now.
Oh,
Okay, wait. Let's open this.
Team.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
2-1. Yeah.
What the heck is Fnatic playing? Okay, Icebox is fine, which they won clear. Why?
dude, they dominated Icebox, man.
Yeah, they
Wait,
dominate
why are they
Icebox.
playing Raze, Sky, Sage, Viper, Astra? What? Unbind?
This is like the second or third. They showed us 3 controller bind,
Yeah, they're just shit
and
on
then
bind, I guess.
yeah, weird decision making.
Sova Sky Omen is not a good comp. Like, we talked about this, I think, like 2 months back, because Skova
Yeah.
Sky is all about playing controlled aggression, and Omen versus Astra is all about Omen is way more lurkable than Astra, like way more individual. So where the fuck does Omen fit into that comp? Like if Sova is taking Ascent A extreme and Sky is taking Ascent B extreme, what Omen is supposed to lurk mid? I don't know. I would rather just put Sky in a playmaking duo and then have Astra for an extreme. Why?
Yeah.
But Mystic doesn't play Astra. Worcester plays Astra, so I guess that's their issue. Because Mystic doesn't play Sova.
Hmm.
How do you solve this composition, guys? What do you guys think? Like, I don't think Sova Sky is good for Fnatic. I think Sova Sky is very good in general. But this
Yeah.
requires, like, aggression. Like, at least, like, with Omen.
Hmm.
So how do you guys think we fix this?
Wait, what's the problem with Boaster playing Astra here?
Mystic plays Sova?
Yeah, he's done that in the past, right?
I don't know that. They should do that. Because that's so much better.
Wait, let me check. Mystic? Yeah, Mystic's played. Okay, it's one though. Like, the problem is his very, very limited pick rate. He's only played for 30 rounds. And he's played Astra for 37 rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
What
weird.
you
I don't know.
think,
They need
Johnny?
to talk about that.
I mean, I agree with the Astra pick right there, but then it sort of also becomes where do you put this over? Maybe you can just like I
Wait,
don't know.
Durka used to play Sova for. So
Bind.
he still does it on Bind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do they drop the Jet, give Mystic? Wait, who's the Mystic is the Raze? No, who's the Raze player?
They don't have a race player.
Someone on the team plays Raze on Bind.
Doma
I'm
is
100%.
race. Yeah.
Yeah, so Doma. I don't know. Then yeah, so then Magnum can play Sky because Magnum's been playing Sky on a stream. That much I know. So then there's a huge shuffling there.
Yeah. I don't know. They need to just play like easier maps. They're always
This
been
is
bad on bind and things, but whatever.
Liquid had a similar issue though. Team Liquid, like
But
they didn't have a
Liquid is
dedicated
way more
Sova
flexible
player.
in their roles. Like Scream is
Yeah.
way more flexible and Yampy is way more flexible. So I don't know. Icewash was a thrashing, then they came back. Okay.
Yeah.
Meh. Alright guys. We will though come back to roster changes and try to wrap it up. Because I know I am tired. In general. I know it's been a while. So I don't want to keep the
Got
stream too
work
long.
tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you guys have questions, go for it. I will do what I promised you guys. I will do, and I will find out what Hevan posted because that was the.
Which
whole thing.
yeah, Scar replied to the story as well right now.
Oh wow. Okay. There's a
Yeah.
controversy. Oh god. Jeez. Wow. He even tagged everybody else.
Yeah. Dude, Giants just posted their reaction from their boot camp, like in the match against Fnatic, and it's like so wholesome.
Nice. Alright, so that's how we're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna go on Twitter and we're gonna see the wholesome reaction of Giants beating a team I really,
I
really like so I
retweeted
can
it.
cry.
I retweeted it, so it probably just shows up on your feed real quick.
Nice plug.
It's Vodafone Giants. Okay, wow, you're actually just opening. Wow, you
Wait,
say.
yeah, what do you want me to do? Wait, okay, where is it?
Okay, this is not me, guys. That's not me. Like the search. First,
Oh, they're a Spanish team?
what?
It's Spanish. Right?
Yeah, Vodafone Giants is Spanish.
Oh, interesting. I guess that's how David P makes perfect sense. He's Spanish. But
Yeah.
alright. I will have one last glance at the chat if you guys actually have some legit questions. Otherwise, we're gonna say puta. Rexy, you know what? Tell me some newer swear words. That's what you learned. Get Rexy's help to learn. No offense to Cyril Range, but do you think he's just had bad time for not playing Valo and LVS? I mean, no. He's really good in Valo. But to tell you guys, like, they're saying, did Sai face a disadvantage because he didn't play as soon as VLT played? And I think that's just such an irrelevant topic now because a lot of people came late. Like, GE came late and they're so good, you know? So,
Yeah.
new variant you want Joder. No,
What?
I just facepalm myself. I like I don't know. I asked for a new swear word and chat randomly said, and I by mistake read it, and then I realized I might have said a swear word, and I'm like, oh shit.
But it was in Spanish,
Yeah.
right? So
I hope so. Do you really think SATL is gonna hire EU team? I think it's Johnny said this perfectly. Johnny, do you want to like briefly say what you said about Thug, about how like he'll get the right info and then make the move happen and stuff like that?
I mean, they just might, man. I mean,
Yeah.
as I said, I mean, he's a man who makes his decision based on a like every
Yeah.
single decision that has been made by SATL to date is calculated, and he knows exactly what he's doing. So I mean, if they do end up picking up a roster, like what we might like, what a general consensus by the audience is going to be like, yeah, ऐसी ठीक है, they might just pick up a roster just so they have that Valorant thing going. No, that's not going to happen. If a roster gets picked up, it's going to be a roster that does end up performing. So that's also like something that we need to keep our eyes on at this point. And it is going to be an awesome thing that happens, I guess. For the first time, we are going to be like, oh, instead of an international org coming to India, it's the Indian org going outside and making
Yeah,
stuff happen.
exactly. And that
It's
But
going
also
to be
what's
means
special.
stopping them? There's nothing stopping them from doing so either.
research, right? It
They,
requires a
yeah,
lot of research.
Thug is going to take his sweet time. He won't do
Yeah.
anything until he's like completely sure. And if he does it, he's going to make it work.
Yeah.
It makes
Anything is
sense.
possible.
I mean, I would guess if they are gonna do it, it will not be before Champions. They will wait till Champions
Yeah.
because between Berlin to Champions, there's not really many tournaments for teams to play. Even now, the teams that have lost Challengers playoffs and can't really get to Berlin, there's not many tournaments for them to play. And I think even that is something Thug will take into account. Like, he's not gonna want to play his players' salary to not play. So they'll probably
Yeah.
wait for Riot to announce the schedule for next year, and if there's something cool, okay. If something is consistent, that's probably where they might end up going. But okay, final question, okay, and this is perfect to wrap it off. For me and Johnny, I can say that if you guys want our VCC predictions, you're gonna have to subscribe to Nodwin and follow Nodwin because that's where it's gonna come.
Yes.
But Rex, Malav, I was gonna say you can say, but now I realize that whatever you say,
Yeah, whatever
is
I
like-
say, it's just gonna be wrong.
Okay,
Like,
I'll
it's
make
just
it
gonna-
easier for you.
Malav is chat at this point.
Okay.
I'll make it easier for you. So I'll open the bracket and
Yeah. And I can tell you my from one each.
No,
Yeah,
no, you don't need
definitely.
to tell me the entire bracket, but you can tell me
Yeah.
your top 4 teams. And that way, well, people are assuming. Okay, we can tell people that much. He's going to a top 4 team. Yeah,
Okay,
he's going to a good
yes,
team.
we
You know?
can.
He's not just
Yeah.
messing
Uh-huh.
around with random team.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
keyword. So okay, come on, tell us top
That's the
4.
qual one, I
Oh,
think. I think they're
damn,
qual one.
we know
Yeah.
this OS, right? This is
No, that's not. That's not outset. That's not.
Okay.
Okay, so, yeah, definitely G from this.
okay.
Like this part. If you scroll down, I think there's F1 below.
Playground. T69.
F1 and T69 are the same part of the bracket.
How did I miss it? Oh, there we go. Oh. Haha. So F1 and T69. F1 is right below T69, and then there
Yeah,
is
so F1
Reckoning
from
also.
there.
Okay, so G F1 Enigma.
Yeah, Enigma.
Oh, outset. Oh wait, that's not offset.
That's outset. Yeah, so you don't know. Do you know who's on outset?
No.
Oh, Bones
Oh
is on
wait, I
outset.
do. Yeah, it's QQQ, right?
Yeah, it's the QQ roster. This is, if you wanted to change just there. But
EXO?
yeah, it's them. They got Pasha Sahil. Yeah, EXO can make it out of there.
EXO and True Rippers are in the same bracket, and may I just say that
PR can upset potential this.
yes, what G is to EG or what EG is to GE is what TR is to
Yeah,
EXO.
PR do have upset potential. And the ANF that they beat 2-0 is the Kuzuri lineup that we were speaking about earlier on. Kuzuri, BB, BB1, Hellar, Melody. So
Oh.
top 4 definitely looking like.
Wait, so it's Godlike versus True Rippers in the quarterfinals.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Gordel can. Okay, so yeah. So if top 8 are definitely going to be like T69, GE, F1, Gordel, TR can make it through,
Alright,
Enigma.
wait. So I'll ask you that. I can also ask Johnny this because it will only be our semi-finals predictions that come. So Johnny,
Yeah.
what do you think? Godlike versus EXO. Who wins?
Hmm.
Current Godlike without. Wow, there's a Vibor fan club team, Lama.
Yeah, I've seen that. Is it wait? So by EXO, do you mean EXO with Ghost?
Wait, really?
Are they
Yes,
playing with
EXO with
Ghost?
Ghost.
Yeah. Then I think I have. I think. I don't know. Honestly, like Gordel, kind of right now, like seeing their performance against VLT, I saw something good coming out of them. But seeing against F1, they would probably wanted a better scoreline. EXO with Ghost and Ghost's like opping potential looks strong.
Ghost is so good.
I'd go with EXO, man.
Yeah.
Alright, I think
Okay, so
we all
I'll go
agree.
with Gordel just to make
But
things
it's
interesting.
Oh!
it's gonna be close though. It's gonna be really close games.
Alright, I'll be controversial then. I think EXO is gonna spank Gordon. I'll outright come and
Ooh,
say
okay.
it right here.
So I pick win Gordel. Johnny goes
I
win EXO.
love Gordel
and then he
players.
just goes.
No, I really love Flex Whitehorse,
Wait,
especially.
Vibhor fan club.
Ah,
Hello?
no. I mean,
And they're doing well.
yeah, they will. I mean, I don't know how good Redemption is, but I don't know CG Shuriken either. And then they probably end up placing Yoda, which is good, but it's the. Oh wait, Yoda is where Elika is playing, right?
Yeah, I don't know if she's still with them.
Yeah.
But
Anyways, the point is these are all beatable teams. So maybe Vibor fan club make it to quarterfinals. That'd be pretty cool.
I hope they get to semis. I want to watch.
Oh my god, casting that would be so much fun. We have Vibor fan club here trying to steal all the limelight for VLT. But alright, so that's pretty interesting. And chat, I'm just saying, please don't make it actual controversy. The reason I said I'm gonna be controversial is because it's not expected, but yeah, exactly. Ashish said it. I also predicted 3-0 G, and well, you know how that happened, right?
Yeah,
So
Well,
we
also
predicted
predicted EU
Fnatic to win.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we also
I-
pretty fanatic. So yeah.
we're gonna end this discussion right here.
So whatever we say is gonna happen, just like go with the opposite.
Yeah, that's actually a smart idea. But I actually think EXO, because Ghost is just, I find him to be one of the best young talents in India, and I really like Sai on Sentinel. I wish the KJ days would come back, and they have. So
Yeah.
even if not KJ, I assume he plays like KO if they're changing it up. So which again I think fits him really well because he's been like a very smart CSGO player. He's been an IGL in CSGO, so he knows everything there is to know about like how you play different CSGO roles, and therefore he can adapt that very easily to Valo. And the core, like Blackhawk, as much as like I think Godlike is an insane roster with Flex, Whitehorse, Heva, and Anti. Like,
Yeah.
who did I miss? Flex, White, Rexy. I missed Rexy, right? No wait.
Wow, Rexy was in chat a little while
Yeah.
ago.
Rexy, are you still
Last
here?
list.
Look at
My
this.
bad. But
What's
yeah.
happening?
No, I just think that there's too much change in that roster. I think maybe Rexy won't agree this in public, but I think he would agree with me like outside. Like the change, the thing is the change, if it happens without the core changing, it's fine because the roles don't change, you know? But now Hevan is playing Duelist, Flex is back to Jet. I guess Whitehorse might be going back to Sentinel, or does he stay on controller? Rexy will stay the same, which is amazing because Rexy is always consistent.
Yeah.
But that leaves I forgot someone again. Anti. I still have no clue what
Wow.
Anti is actually playing. Because if
Anti's
Flex is
playing
playing, Anti played Sentinel, but he also when he started he played a little bit of Jet. He also played a little
Controller.
bit of Phoenix, right?
He also played a little bit of Woman,
There you go. Like
but
that's why I think it's just too hard.
yeah, it's so hard to yeah.
EXO have that kind of player. It's Blackhawk, and he plays
Yeah.
everything perfectly. So
Justice for Rexy chal raha hai.
just no, but that's what I
Ooh,
mean.
okay.
like, it's possible, but
There's
Go
a
on.
really interesting question in chat. Akash asks, CA and Malav, do you think Ghost is better jet than SK Rossi or MW1? So I want to know what are your top 3 jets in India?
I guess
Alright.
these three.
Like, what's the order?
SK Rossi and I don't know who to put up, like Ghost or MW1. I'd say MW1 and then Ghost. Yeah, that's gonna be my order.
So the biggest problem for me to
wait,
rank,
that's hard.
yeah, the biggest problem for me to rank MW1 anywhere is like the lack of sample space to a certain
Yeah.
extent.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
mean,
don't
you
know
take
how
Sky
much.
Sports into account, I guess.
Yeah, if you do, then yes. But I don't know. There's so many. Like we have to consider DM over here as well.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
why I'm
just
thinking this is
taking
so
into
hard. Like
account the
DM
matches
is.
that I casted. That's it.
it's really hard to like
Yeah.
rank, in my opinion. And
I
even
would
Strix, to a
say,
certain extent, like the reason we can't rank him is because he's not like full time as an opper. Like, no,
Yeah.
not, yeah, that also one because we saw him playing a little bit of Killjoy and Bind and stuff, but he's not full time as a player.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I would say like I've been harping praise on Ghost all this while, but I still don't think he's top three. I love him
Hmm.
for all the potential he has, but he's not top three yet because he's best. I've never seen entry flagger Ghost pop off. Until I see that from a
Mm-hmm.
Jet player, I don't think I can put them number one, which is why like I think DM is in top three, not Ghost,
Yeah.
because DM can do
Okay.
anything literally. So MW1 DM
I
Rossi
mean,
for
but
top three, but I don't know who
the
is what.
reason I didn't put DM in here is again like let him come back from the break.
True, that's
Yeah, that's
also
Yeah.
what.
fuck. Like, okay, guys, this is how confused we are. So you get my point, and I'm trying to cover my ass now by saying I'm not covering my ass, but like I'm trying to say that the whole godlike EXO thing too, right? It's
Yeah.
I'm just trying to throw some spice in them. I actually don't. I think percentage wise, if we had to guess, I would guess you like depending on what you guys predicted, it will still be around 60-40, right? Not more narrow than that. Like going through with your original
Yeah.
predictions, like Malav, Godlike, and Johnny Exo, do you guys think it's like further apart than 60-40, or do you think it's that close or closer?
I think it's 55
Yeah.
45.
Yeah.
I think it's a little closer than what you're saying.
51-49.
Okay, wow.
I Johnny. Okay. But yeah, that's what I think. I think it's 60-40, Exo Godlike, but that's why
Yeah.
it's ridiculously close. But I've also seen ridiculously close matches. For example, like in the recent VCC qualifier Sri Lanka, Crash
yeah.
Landing on You just shit on Union Gaming.
That you want to talk about Pakistan? What happened?
Oh, yeah, Exploit Storm Salt.
Yeah.
So,
No, the other way around. Salt. It
yeah,
was
I mean,
Salt who went through. Yeah.
yeah. So, I don't know. Okay, very important question. And honestly, guys, this is the last one. So, thank you, Malav. Thank you, Johnny. But we'll just address this because you guys should know this, which is about VCC. GE will play Q2, and if GE wins Q2, then the third place team from Q1 will go to wildcard, and the second place team from Q2 will go to wildcard. If the second place team from Q2 is the third place team from Q1, then the third place team from Q2 will also go to wildcard.
Oh, okay. So we.
It's
Okay.
as logical
So
as you can get.
it's the next person who gets the slot.
Yeah. Literally the next person. So one team from every qualifier will go to wildcard, right, Johnny?
Yeah, I believe that's gonna be the thing.
Yeah. So
And
one
Enigma
team
won
has
the
to
third
go.
place match against SE, right?
Dude, CA, you
Yes.
can you can like text someone and like confirm this right now, right?
No, this is confirmed. I texted.
Yeah.
I've texted the person and I've confirmed it. I even put it in the group and I confirmed it. This is
Yeah.
how it works. I was supposed to make a video on it, so I'm sorry,
Yeah.
chat. I just don't have time.
This is the video now.
Yeah, this is the video. Clip this shit. Oh wait, don't clip the shit part. I said it twice. The point is that one team from every wildcard will go for sure, and that's what wildcard will be. So yeah, Enigma wildcard confirmed. Yeah, Enigma wildcard confirmed. Arrow wildcard confirmed. Legion from Nepal wildcard confirmed. Maldives Lexus Gaming wildcard confirmed. All these teams are confirmed.
Dude, yeah, I'm
Oh,
sort of
wait.
heartbroken. My favorite team from Pakistan did not make it.
Express
Namak boys, man.
Oh no.
Namak boys, bro.
They'll be back. This Q2.
Yeah, maybe I would love to see Namak boys again.
I mean, they made it top 4 before, and there's one
Yeah.
lesser team now, so I assume they make it again.
Let's
See. But yeah, maybe. And
Yeah.
I guess now that Salt main roster is through, they can actually help. Because that's what I've heard
Oh,
about
yeah.
Namak Boys. They're the secondary Salt roster. So let's
And
see.
like the Namak Boys, like
Ridhima,
all right, so
hi,
people might like
guys.
be, oh, it's their name is Namak Boys, but it's a young set of players. And when I say young, I mean they are
Yeah.
all like somewhere around Ghost's age, and they're doing so well. They made it through the to the semifinals. These players with experience, I mean, are definitely gonna go places.
Ridhima Batado, I just read your chats. So we're
What?
actually going after this, but apparently we have a leak. But it's a Binks leak, so I'm not
Oh, wait,
sure.
really?
The Ridhima, who is the manager of
Yeah.
T69, is in the chat, and she said she will leak when I read, and I just read. So leak
Oh,
soon. I don't know.
so we're just gonna wait for info to pop up on chat.
Hopefully, yeah. But till then, we'll have our round of thank yous. Thank you, you guys. Are Shivi, hi, bye. Also,
Oh yeah, Shivi is here.
um, thank you, Johnny and Malo,
Yeah,
for joining
Ridhima
in.
just leaked.
All right, what is it?
T-Bone joining T69 as a sixth
Uh,
professional player.
You see my face right now, Ridhima? Why you do this? Please, man. No, guys. Come on. No, I'll give you props, though. That was well played. That was very well played. Like, she
Like,
set it up well. Wrong time stream ending. Yeah, Shiv, it's about to... Oh, shit. It's 12. Okay. All
no,
right.
from 10 to
I
12, so 2 hours. Yeah.
honestly
oh
thought
yeah.
only 1 hour was done, but that's good because that shows how easy it is to talk to you guys. So thank you again for joining us. And for real this time, because I have to go cook dinner and I haven't even started cutting vegetables. Bye bye, guys. We'll catch up with you soon.